Start stream.
And then I can tweet.
Stream is started.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, indeed.
Okay, I just realized that like a subscription to True Achievements does not get you a subscription to True Trophies.
No, it does
That's
not.
fucking
That's
stupid.
fucking.
What about True Steam
stupid.
achievements? I really need that.
Oh God,
That's a waste of money.
That was them. That's like, hey man, we got some bandwidth. Let's throw this on there.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Why indeed?
Why? I'm live streaming on YouTube.
Ooh.
Come watch.
Oh, did it do that? God damn it to fuck.
God damn it to fuck indeed.
Man, well said, Chuck.
Thank you.
Fuck.
I'm going to delete that shit.
Okay.
Wait, I have more trophies than either of you in the God of War game.
Okay.
I should finish that before
Would
the
you
year
like an
ends.
achievement?
No, I thought you had played more than I had. I didn't realize that you quit sooner than I did.
I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, I need to go back. I need to see if I'm feeling it more. But I'm also going to have to relearn all the combat.
Yeah, I was going to say, I might just put on baby mode maybe. And
Yeah, I might just restart the entire thing.
wait, now it says 100.
I know. Just
Okay.
Fuck everything.
You keeping it 100?
So retweet what?
What?
I don't know what I'm
Don't
saying.
retweet. I'm
What?
live streaming on the internet.
What?
Retweet the one that's good.
But it says 100.
Oh,
I
so,
know.
So none of them?
Just retweet that.
Okay. Nobody cares.
Ain't nobody.
Devastating.
Nobody cares.
I care. We have filled ourselves with barbecued meats and will now sit in a studio for 3 hours to talk about the latest video games. Join us for the belly pain and frivolity. You really think it'll be 3 hours? I don't think
It's
we'll be
us.
here for 3 hours. Nah, we're going
We
to shut
will-
this shit down.
We will go off on some dumbass
Nah.
tangent.
No, we'll be out by 10.
We'll be like, Moon Patrol's the best arcade game of all time.
That's all you. I refuse to say that.
I don't even agree that, and I have a Moon Patrol shirt.
You do. You own the shirt. I was there when you bought it.
I know. I just have a very weird, specific memory about Moon Patrol. That's all. I
That's
don't
fine.
think it's that great.
All right.
Otherwise, now Lunar Lander, on the other hand,
Lunar Lander is a
that
hell of a
shit
video
is the
game.
bomb.
Yes.
Oh, okay, YouTube. Way to be weird.
Okay, YouTube.
What has YouTube done?
I popped the chat out, and the chat stayed.
Oh.
Chat pop.
You popped it back.
Chat pop fails.
Chat pop.
We should make a compilation of
Can
all
you
the
pop
chat
it?
pop
Can you pop it in the
fails.
chat? No, you can't pop in the chat.
Kids react to chat pop.
Chat pop in.
Live stream chat pop.
Chat pop in. Chat pop fails. You are not ready. Chat pop in.
Chat pop fails.
Oh, man.
I had totally forgotten that was their fucking slogan for a while. The goddamn PlayStation.
What
That's
was
when
it?
they were all
You-
pretentious and up their own
You
ass.
are not, and then it was just an E that was red.
Yep.
You are not red E.
That's when David Lynch was directing their commercials.
Was it?
Yep.
For real?
Yeah.
Like those fucking Crash Bandicoot things were goddamn.
No,
David
no,
Lynch?
no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
His was one with like the weeping baby.
Yeah, like the
and,
weird baby heads and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Oh, that okay. Yeah, that weird.
no,
shit.
the Crash Bandicoot ones. No, those were probably Michael Bay.
Michael Bite. Oh, you're here for the fun. Well, showed up at the wrong place.
Made a mistake.
Somebody looking for fun?
Yeah.
Hey, I like to party.
Hey guys,
you
did
look-
someone say fun?
Are you looking for fun?
I like to party.
You like to party too?
Who here likes to party?
I like to party.
You should party.
My stomach's just gonna turn inside out.
Yeah. Mac and cheese, brisket in a burrito.
It was a good idea.
With sauce.
Was it a good idea? It was a good idea before it actually happened.
It was a good idea.
It was an idea once it was over.
Right.
I had a
But that's
dream.
all of our ideas.
that
They're
dream-
all
dream
great
has died.
ideas.
They should have put a garlic toast in there.
A garlic toast.
Yeah.
So really, you just want a brisket and mac
tube
and
it up.
cheese sandwich without the burrito.
Yeah, but
Okay.
no, but with a
No, just one piece of garlic toast, just
Right.
right in the middle, like a cone.
yes, in the middle.
Like
then
separating the brisket and the mac.
Maybe.
Like a,
Yeah,
like a
maybe.
layer.
Yeah.
Like
Wrapped
a par-
around
like a,
it.
like a barbecue parfait.
It's a
yes,
Listen,
a
garlic
parfait.
bread
with these
center.
types of foods, there's like a certain level of like self-hatred in them.
Yes.
And you can't tip the scales where like whenever anyone orders it, you just know. Like, oh man, this person really hates themselves.
Well, I think that's just
I feel like any
common
further-
knowledge in a barbecue joint.
Yeah, but I feel like any further than what they did is immediately at that point where it's just like, oh man,
Yeah.
why do you want to die, friend? Do you need help
Yeah.
when you order it?
Any bigger than what we had, what was served to us, we would have had our pictures put up on the wall.
I should have only eaten half.
Like-
I should not have even
Yeah.
attempted that second half.
Yeah.
That was idiocy.
Finishing it is one of my great regrets of today. But
Yeah.
Of which there are many.
yes,
I feel like I need to puke, but that would only solve one problem.
yeah.
I also feel like I
I
need
would
to
be
shit,
hungry
but
again
that
if
would
I-
also
yeah.
solve another problem. I feel like I would still have problems happening.
You just get some tubes and put them up all your holes and...
I'm on YouTube's right now.
Oh. Okay.
We need to go to Poo Tube. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I need to make room.
I like that you had. I like that you have a Google Home in your bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I like to ask it things.
Okay.
Be like,
I like to ask it
yeah,
things.
be like, hey Google, play me a poo poo song.
She's gonna respond. Bitch is always listening. See?
From Spotify, playing on all devices.
Damn right.
Oh,
Google,
okay.
stop.
Flagged.
Okay, Google, stop. We're gonna be done in 2 hours as we set off the fucking Google devices for one of them.
This is what happens when you let the robots into your home.
That was a. What was that playing? I didn't recognize it.
I don't know.
Okay, Google, play it again. No, why did you do that? Why would you do that, Chuck? Look at Harlow. He
The
already
Goo-
hates
the
us.
Google lady does not.
This is what happens when you let humans in your house. Normally, me and the robots are fucking fine.
Well, you can't shout at anything else and have it fucking turn on music.
Yeah.
I can. It's people. Like I could hire someone and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, person, turn on music."
Uh,
Okay.
Oh,
Bill.
laughing made me feel like throwing up.
Yeah. Actually, I think it made me feel better. I think it settled something.
I think it's the best medicine.
Oh,
Bill, there is a barbecue place here that had
Barbecue
a
place.
brisket and mac and cheese burrito.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very large, and we all ate one.
We did.
I ate half.
the mac and cheese was not impressive, but I think it was because of the presentation.
Yeah.
It
kinda
merged with
squooshed
the
together,
burrito
yeah.
and became all one big, like, paper
Carby
towel.
lump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nickname in college.
Carby lump.
Carby lump face.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Mm-hmm.
should we talk about video games?
Yes.
If I don't puke and poop at the same time.
I think we should hear that
Hey,
song
man,
again.
just-
Hey.
no poo-poo songs.
Pooping back and forth forever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do this, I guess.
Woo!
Yeah. Get that energy going.
Look at No Quarters, episode 101.
Wow, it's a motherfucking video game podcast.
It's wonderful.
101
wonderful.
wonderful.
Am I
We're
right?
going to
Yes.
learn about video games today, aren't we?
Yes.
No.
No Quarters 101. Am I
Oh,
right?
oh.
Ah! We're recording. This is great. This is a auspicious start to the second century of No Quarters.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm Mackie.
I'm BJ.
I'm Chuck.
And I'm Harlow.
And we are just we're already punchy.
I'll dump in one from another show.
Don't even.
That
No.
doesn't sound like
No,
an idiot.
listen,
I'm just lady.
no, you got to leave this in. But we're all high on barbecue brisket and mac and cheese burritos.
A gamer's burrito.
A horrible idea, person's burrito.
Okay, Miss Burrito, my lady.
So,
Yeah.
just when you're here to talk about games,
Right.
we smashed some burritos.
Oh, I see
Harlow
what's happening.
smashed something else.
I see what's happening, Broheim.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
I played some Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh, that's the new one.
It is
So it's called Ultimate.
Ultimate.
I can't make another one.
Ah, it is. It should be penultimate. Then they can make one more. but they
That would be
didn't.
smart. Yeah, it's good marketing.
So, how is it?
It's a Smash Brothers game.
Oh, so it's bullshit?
How many characters are there?
A lot. Like
60,000.
a lot.
Yeah.
Every character that has ever seen a Nintendo.
Well, isn't it very few are unlocked from the start, right?
Yeah, I
Mario.
want to say it's about 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really
That's
low.
real low.
It's real low. But the unlocks come fast and furious in this new version. Unlike fuck was that? Oh.
The Barbarian Brothers are here.
So in previous Smashes, I mean, I'll say this. Here's the weird thing about what I think Nintendo is kind of doing in general is they're continuing on with games that are long-standing, possibly long-in-the-tooth games. And if they're remaking something, they're basically just adding quality of life stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's another game we'll talk about later in the half that's definitely a really old-ass remake with lots of quality of life stuff. But Smash Brothers is... Not only is it like, okay, fight like 3 battles and you'll probably get another new challenger, comes out and you fight them and it's a, one-hit death, and if you beat them, you unlock them. But even if you lose, they'll still come out. I mean, like... Not unlock them, but I'm saying like you can win or lose. It's just every so many battles, it's like you're going to get a new challenger. And if you happen to lose to them and don't unlock them, there is a little section you can go that after a few more battles, you can go and like re-challenge them rather easily. Before it was like, oh, you failed unlocking them, good luck. They might come back up like 50 battles later if you're random dice roll. So this one is just like there's a like challengers arena thing that will unlock after so many battles.
Okay.
Won or lost. So the unlock process is fun. The game itself, I mean, truth be told, I've played more on portable mode than I have on a TV.
Really?
Yeah, that's the weird thing. It's probably the first one, and that's just due to like work circumstances. I had it like on launch day and day after, where I was pretty much playing it portable mode at my desk at work, and
Nice.
then I got to hook
Did you
it up.
take it up to a patio?
I didn't. No,
Rooftop party?
I did not.
Shame.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's Smash Brothers. It looks better. It plays faster than previous ones. Because I mean, I think the Switch hardware is pretty good. I mean,
Well, it's 2 Wii U's taped together, so it's all right.
It's
I mean,
double the Wii U. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the Wii U is just kind of not great.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was okay. Like, I mean, it's just like it felt like it could barely handle 1080p.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you were gonna shoot for like true same level graphics on something else, it was like, yep, this is gonna run like ass. And this feels like, yeah, we can pretty much do both now. I mean, it's still not on par with the Xbox and the PlayStation, but it's a pretty good piece of kit there. So I don't know.
You can't play it anywhere else, so
Yeah, that's true.
it's the best Smash has ever looked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge. I don't know why we started with this because I mean I'm not a huge Smash fan.
It's the newest
It's
game.
the
It's
newest,
the newest
game.
It's what we organized by the newest.
Sure. Because like I'm not a giant, huge Smash nerd. At least half the people that come up when it's silhouetted, I'm just like, I don't know.
It's Pikachu.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is. I mean, every once in a while, I'm like, oh shit, that's Lil Mac or that's Captain Falcon. I'm like, I know some of them, but
Yeah, Falcon Punch.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, like all of the fucking Fire Emblem and shit like that characters. I'm like,
Fantasy
Yeah.
Star
Yeah.
or
Earthbound.
Guys,
Sword
Earthbound,
Art
yeah.
Online.
Yes,
Yeah,
Sword
all these
Art
things. I'm
Online.
just like, I don't know what the fuck a Marth is.
I don't know, man.
So
I know some of the characters because I've watched some people playing it on Twitch.
Sure.
Who have told me what those characters are. I've been like, what's that frog thing?
Yeah.
It's
Donkey Kong Country.
yeah, sure.
It's Captain Ribbit.
Yeah, Captain Ribbit from Captain Ribbit's Ribbit Adventures on NES or
Ribbit.
whatever.
It's probably a Star Fox character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are ice climbers in the game?
Ice climbers.
Ice climbers.
I played
Famous
as an ice
NES
climber.
You did?
Ice climbers.
I did, yeah.
Have you unlocked Kirby?
Yes, I think Kirby
So-
was a starter. One,
Okay,
actually.
so
Yeah,
so you can annoy your friends immediately with Kirby.
I believe so. Yeah, if it wasn't a starter one, then I got it like really early on.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of weird because like there are, Pokemon's back in it. Pokemon has like it's like a sine wave of like popularity of Pokemon. And ever since Pokemon Go and the announcement of like new Pokemon games, it's like I feel like Pokemania is like back running wild. So there's a lot of Pokemon stuff. Like Pikachu is a starting character. You can unlock like Jigglypuff.
I was gonna say Jigglypuff's
and
gotta
I
be in
think
there.
isn't Lucio a Pokemon? I think so.
There's
Lucario.
No.
Lucario, is that what it is?
No, that's not a
No.
Pokemon.
That's
That's,
not a
from
Pokemon?
some other game.
All right. But
Yeah.
like there's lots of support Pokemon. Like when you're smashing random items and things pop out, like you'll see the little red and white Pokeballs on the ground, and you'll throw them, and it's like there's I've seen a ton of Pokemon in that, and they're just like little support characters. Plus, one of the playable characters is Pokemon Trainer, which is kind of like Smash Brothers Shang Tsung, because
Okay.
you can just like
Oh,
there's
Switch.
like you're not actually playing as the Pokemon Trainer. He or she's just in the background, and like your Ivysaur, Squirtle, or Charizard, yeah. So it's just 3 Pokemons in one character basically. So it's Pokemon heavy as well. I'll say.
Okay. As it should be nowadays.
Yeah,
I mean, there are 30 million other characters that aren't Pokemon.
sure,
but,
yeah.
But there are a fair number of Poke things.
But no, I mean it's still just fun and it's goofy and the stages are really cool. Like I mean everything's busy, but it's like it's fun. Like I can't explain it. Like it's just really wild to be playing on like little floating blocks above an F-Zero track while cars are just going underneath it, and and if you're down there, you'll get smashed. But
It's pure chaos without much consequence.
right.
Like you could just totally fuck up and fall off, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I
who
mean, unless they do
cares?
like a knockout move where it's just like the screen actually does like oh, you're not coming back from this
Right.
kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, as long as you learn like every character has like a recovery kind of upwards movement that can get you back on the, some of them have really cheap ones like was it King
K. Rool.
K. Rool like has this like ridiculous like propeller thing on his head that could just like you can be like practically about to go out of the arena and just like and fly right back up. So. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's goofy. It's fun.
I haven't played since the GameCube one. Does it still have like the little trophies you earn, like the
There's
little character trophy
that's
things?
that's the other thing is this game is fucking dense. There is so much shit in it
Yeah.
because like there's I don't know how many different modes you can play. You can create your own custom rules.
I think Skyrim is in it.
Probably, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can do like a weird thing. Like I don't truly understand it, but like you can do this whole thing where you let your amiibos play, and like you can have them like battle each other or battle you or battle the CPU, and you can just sit there and like once you tag in your amiibo, just like literally like okay, next battle, and it'll just auto fight and get experience. And I don't know what the point is other than like go battle other people with your amiibos.
That
Level up
sounds
your
amazing.
amiibos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally
You like
let the
level
game
them up.
play itself.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it takes a little bit of interaction because they won't just go to the next fight, so you have to like click next, and do it again. But yeah, you can just sit there and like do whole battles where you don't never touch the controls.
It's like you're playing as a manager.
So
Get in there and fight.
I'm saying
Smash
and-
Manager
and that's, like,
2K19.
I haven't even, and I probably never will go to like the online thing. But
Aw.
there's online battling, which I don't know if they've always had or if it's like maybe it's come and gone or it's been there. But
I think it
Nintendo's
was in
online
the-
service was so shitty
Yeah.
that like nobody. Well, I mean, I'm sure some people bother, but now that like I know you still have a friend code to add a friend on the Wii, but then it's just like they're in a friends list just like every other system. So it's just the online system is a lot better than it was. So
Well, I'm glad to hear that at
Yeah.
least.
but I mean, I don't have a ton to say about it. It's just it's a big, dumb, goofy game with a lot of shit in it, and I'm just having fun unlocking characters more than anything. Sitting there playing it, and I've got a couple people that I will play like a couple people like because I'm mainly like trying to unlock them, and it's like I know Donkey Kong's moves and those Bowser's moves pretty well, and Little Mac and Falcon, Captain Falcon, I can play with them all pretty well, but my problem is like I'll fuck around and be like, oh, let me try this character, and the next thing it's like new challengers unlocked, and you have to fight him with that person. I'm like, well, I'm gonna lose because I'm playing fucking Toon Link, and I don't know any of his fucking moves.
Toon Link.
Yeah,
They got a bunch of Link shit
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
there's like regular Link, there's young Link, and I think Toon Link. I haven't unlocked Toon Link. I don't know why I said that, but he's probably there too.
Yeah.
Plus, there's Zelda and Sheik, same person.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking spoiler alert, Jesus. I just learned that the other day. I was like,
Well,
I'm
that's not a spoiler.
25. Well, it's spoiler for other people. I'm 25 years behind or whatever, but
Also, then not a spoiler.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have much to say. It's just it's a big, dumb, goofy game, and if you can play with other people, it's fun. But I don't know why like both of y'all are like, I don't want to play you. I'm like, I'm not that fucking good.
because
at
every
Smash.
time we play you at like Mark II or something, you destroy
That's
us
a joke.
instantly.
That's where I act like I don't know how to play this. I really don't know how to play Smash Brothers.
I don't trust
I
you.
don't trust you. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I wish I
fallen
had been
for it.
around to play.
Too many times.
We could go play it at the half.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
you,
we'll
Matches
see.
are quick.
we could go smash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man, Smash.
Smash that half.
Well, we got to talk quicker.
yeah.
Okay.
Somebody once told me.
No.
Oh.
So, Chuck,
Yes, sir.
tell me about another big, dumb, fun game.
Okay. Yeah. For some reason, Just Cause 4 came out in December
Yeah.
after everyone had done Game of the Year stuff already. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I really enjoyed Just Cause 3. Like the
Here. Just Cause 3 was nice.
Yeah, it didn't play well. Like, it was chunky. Like, the game would just kind of chug along, and the frame rate was bad, and it just wasn't optimized very well. That's just a fact about Just Cause 3, but I loved it anyway.
I'm sorry, I don't understand this. I'm fucking with you. I played on PC, so I didn't have any of those problems.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, us console plebes had to suffer through a substandard
Did
Just
that ever
Cause
get
3.
an X upgrade?
I think it did.
Okay.
But I haven't gone back to it. I
Yeah.
considered doing it at one point over the summer and then just didn't get to it. But so Just Cause 4 is really, it really feels like, hey, we've got all this tech. Let's just make more Just Cause. Like, there's not, that game starts and it's just like, hey, you guys remember Just Cause 3 from 3 years ago? Go. There is no like hand-holdy bullshit. It is just like, you've got your tether and your parachute and your wingsuit. Go. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I kind of mentally remember how to do this, but you're not going to tell me how to do this. You're just saying go. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And
Yeah.
so you're still in like jungle terrain doing overthrowing dictators and shit. But this one has like a weird weather fetish where he's constructing a weather machine to control the weather. So it starts with a mission where you're just basically like, fuck that, I'm going to go take him out. And you raid his headquarters. And I guess kind of the difference between 3 and 4 is this one's got a little bit of a Blood Dragon vibe to it in that it's a little more neon-y and it's got a synth score like during the main story missions. And I was really digging that. But so it does the thing where it's like, oh, you think you're going to win. And then it's like, oh, nope. You got blown up and all your things are destroyed and you got to start over.
Oh, so it's like abilities.
Except
Yeah.
starting over is just going and watching some cutscenes that explain the story, and then someone walks up to you and says, I fixed all your shit, and you're like, sweet, and then you're gone.
Good.
So,
Good.
yeah.
Thank you.
Because when it happened, I was like, oh, fuck, because you launch up to the sun and then fall back to Earth and land in some forest, and you're like, I don't know where I am, and you keep touching your shit, and it's all broken. And someone finally gets a hold of you, and you're just like, all right, I'll walk towards you. And then that just kind of triggers some cutscenes, and then it's not long after that you're like zipping around again. So I'm glad they didn't fuck around and mess that up. They've added things to your dumb arsenal, like now your tethers, you can attach balloons to your tethers and just Fulton shit out of existence.
Ah.
That is the most fun ever.
Can you do like tether to ground and then balloon tether and have something sort of just floating there? Nice.
This is a big physics playground chaos machine. That like the story is so inconsequential in this.
Did
so
they fix
far.
like the tech of it though on the consoles?
This one, I mean, I'm playing it on the X, so there's an advantage to that. But this seems to run fine. Like the cutscenes are ass for some reason. They feel like 360 era cutscenes that are all jittery and weird.
I mean, Just Cause 3 was a Xbox One, PS4 thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
trying
that's
to remember
this
the
gen.
time frame. Yeah.
But yeah, so the game itself runs better. It's just the cutscenes that suck, but I really don't care. But so like the crazy balloon shit. This is how much fun I was having with it. So you're on this mission where you've got to secure a convoy from point A to point Z or whatever. And about halfway through the car, you just kind of surf cars. You just get on the roof and you're just like, I'm surfing.
Doing the Just Cause car surfing
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Or
So
Team Wolf.
yes. So at one point, the car thought it made a scripted turn and it didn't, and it just got stuck. And it was just like it wasn't going to repath itself. It was just convinced that it had to turn this one direction, and it was just smashing against a rock. So I just Fulton a bunch of balloons to it and picked it up and drifted it over off that area, pushed it back onto the road, and then dropped it. Didn't cause enough damage to end the mission, and the car just like recovered and then went back on its path and continued going. And I was like, this is awesome. It's like they gave you the tools to fix their own dumb bugs that are in the game. And I don't have a problem with it. It was real. Like when it first happened, I was like, really? And then I was like, wait, I have the tools to fix this. And so I just ballooned that car out of the way and went back. It was a lot of fun for some
Hashtag DevTools.
Yeah. Shit blows up real good in that game. God, just it's so riding on your like you remember Just Cause 3 that it doesn't tell you just like, hey, if you see something red, blow that the fuck up.
Yeah.
To the point where I almost thought, like, am I not supposed to be blowing these things up? Because
That's video game speak.
yeah. But God, you just like, I just fly around. I'll just parachute myself up and then wingsuit around the world and then just see like a refinery. And I'm like, oh, and just flying along, pull out my rocket launcher and just and watch that thing explode from like 5,000 feet up in the air. It's a very satisfying, expensive B-tier physics machine with some good dialogue and like 1 million radio stations for some weird reason, even though you're barely ever in a car.
Is it also like, is it B-tiered priced?
No,
it's full $60.
Those
Yeah.
don't exist anymore
Yeah.
either.
Well, sometimes
few
we
do.
have some
that
some
new
games
Far
that come
Cry
out like
is going to be $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also probably going to be like
It's gonna be like
half the time of a normal Far Cry.
it's going to be like Primal.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a very Bamcasty kind of thing. It's just
okay.
It's just the worst time of year to fucking put
It
something
is.
out.
It is the
Like,
worst.
hey, let's put out a giant open world game like a month after Red Dead.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
But on the other hand, I look at it, and some people seem to be grasping the same thing that I came to the conclusion to, in that it's not an overwhelming open world game. It's almost like just do whatever. Just get in there and do whatever you want. Like just they give you so much side stuff that none of it matters, but you can get hooked doing a bunch of it. Like they do the thing where it's just like, there's a movie director here and they want you to do all crazy stunts. And so half the map is just littered with stunts that you go do.
Stunts.
And it's just like, put a booster pack on the back of this boat and make it crash into this other boat and watch them explode and get points. And I'm like, yeah, I like that. That's video games. That sounds fantastic. So
Do they still have the like, do a bunch of destruction within a particular time, sort of side mission-y thing?
they probably will. I haven't really. There's some interesting differences between the last one and this one. Like, for example, so far there haven't been any of the missions where like you zip line into a town and then you've got to find all the like loudspeakers and just like wreck all the propaganda that's in the town and liberate the town. That really doesn't happen. It's more of just like you take over a territory and then there's actually like map-based moving units around to take over other territories. So I don't know if they simplified it or added a layer. I'm not sure which one, but it's just a lot of fun. It's just dumb zipline around fun.
It feels like this is the one that's taken the torch that Saints Row basically let go.
Kind of. And I mean, it is... I was thinking about that. It is kind of the Saints Row 3 to Saints Row 4 kind of thing, except it's not that big of a leap in terms of like, you know, how 4 was just like you fly everywhere and it doesn't matter. The traversal is still the same between the two games, but it's got that kind of just like, nothing matters, and you're probably going to end up riding a tornado here at some point. So,
do they give you like the Iron Man wingsuit right off the bat from the last one?
you do have a wingsuit that's kind of fucked up at the start, but it's soon after that you've got a fucking jetpack attached to it. And
Okay,
it's just
well, that's
like,
what I meant, because
yeah.
that was one of the DLC things where it was like,
Right.
oh yeah, I wish this had been here the whole game.
Yeah, no, you get that maybe in the first 45 minutes. It's just like, get your rocket pack for your wingsuit, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm never touching the ground again. Bye, I'm the Rocketeer.
Yeah.
And Rico's still real good. Like, my favorite thing is like running out of bullets is never an issue because you can just tether yourself to someone's stomach and then zip line into them and murder them. Like, you just kick their face off.
And take
Nice.
their bullets? Or
Sometimes if they have stuff.
Or just kick their face off.
But I think they did this in 3 also. But not every time, maybe 3/4 of the time that you do it, and you land on someone murdering them, you just go hola. It's the best.
nice.
I like it.
So I feel like the entire internet spoiled this today because I sent you something yesterday. One of the main reasons I want to play this game are Easter eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have buried some weird ass shit in there.
I think the entire internet pretty much spoiled this one today, but there's apparently one building you can walk into and it becomes like the Take On Me video.
Yeah. Yep.
Where like there's an invisible wall and it's like it's all black and white hand drawn over here. And,
Even I have seen this.
yeah.
I think Polygon got it today and ran with it. So
Yeah.
The other one is apparently somewhere there's a cauldron, and if you get in it, it becomes 2D and it becomes getting over it.
Yeah. That's the one that I've seen.
Yeah.
and
only
complete
briefly.
with actual commentary,
By
fake
Bennett Foddy.
commentary.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's not actually Bennett Foddy? I mean,
It's jokey.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So now I wonder what the hell else is in there.
Right,
So-
exactly.
but yeah, it's. I think they probably looked at it like, you know what, our game's not going to get much traction on the surface, but if we put some of this dumb bullshit in it, people are going to be like, maybe I need to check that out, and then
Well, and it's also they're just like they don't need justification for anything. They're just like,
Just cause.
yeah, just well, but they there you go.
that's probably just
Just
hey,
the
can we
full
put this in there?
But I
Why?
mean, they're just like it's a fucking video game.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get many of those anymore.
And that's kind of how I feel about it. It's like this feels like the most pure video game in a long time. In a long time.
yeah, because you compare that to something like Red Dead, where everything's
Exactly.
like, no, this is you got to do chores. And
Yeah.
it's a simulation, and it's deliberate and
Yeah.
everything. And this one's just like, what'd be fun? Grappling hooks and hitting a man with him, and then have him go hola when he hits it. Like there's
Yes.
a certain point where we lost some of that. Like especially like I said, when Saints Row went away.
Yeah.
It felt like that was the biggest blow to all of that, and I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
hearing that there's a game that is like, nah,
It
dude,
is just
let's do
a
some crazy shit.
big dumb sandbox, but there is plenty of meat to it where God, just blowing stuff up is so satisfying.
Speaking of Lost, it just reminds me, like, back in Just Cause 2, there was a island you could get to, and I mean, just talking about dated references, there was a plane crash you could circle
right.
around, and eventually, if you went up a little ways, you would find the hatch, and if you like walked around it, then all of a sudden light would go.
That's right.
Out of it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
I guess they've always been doing
Yeah.
it. But like the take on me thing is just so
Oh, yeah.
completely random. It's just like, why? But it's
Yeah.
awesome once you get in
Yeah.
there and the lady just
That-
starts dancing at you.
Yep,
So,
I like
Yeah, I really want to play this. It's just, man, could not have come out at a worse time.
yeah. I agree, but I cleared my schedule for it.
I didn't even realize it was coming
I know.
out. I saw something like, "Oh, Just Cause 4 is out," and I'm like, "Where?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah.
Like, is it? Did it get leaked?
Yep.
Was
I
that
get-
supposed to come out next year? I don't know."
I guess it took the place of that weird late stage Ubisoft game that would always come out the first week of December.
Yeah, that used to be Far Cry's corner.
Yeah. Ooh, Far Cry Corner.
Yeah, Far Corner. Yeah.
So, it's
So
good. Get it.
Yeah. Speaking of games that probably shouldn't have been released when they were released,
Uh-oh.
Hitman 2.
Hey, that's out.
Man. Yeah, they came out, like a week and a half after Red Dead? Something like that? Maybe
Yeah.
2 weeks after?
Yeah, first week of November.
Yeah.
And Mackie immediately gave up on Red Dead for it.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Hitman is Mackie's jam. That's the only thing.
Yeah. And as we know, Hitman 2016 was my FODY for 2016.
We do know that.
This was basically the whole team said, what if we gave you more of that with new levels? But we didn't change much of anything. We cleaned some stuff up. We made it run better. We gave you the option to smuggle weapons in, like in a briefcase that was not part of the original game.
Right.
And hey, if you bought the other one, we just put all those levels in the new game with all the new systems too. So
Oh, nice.
how about that? And
Basically
I said,
a bunch of QOL stuff, like quality of life.
pretty much. But it's like we know what people wanted that played that game and loved it. So here's more of it.
Smart.
And a lot of times people are like, oh, this is just giving more of the same. That's exactly what I fucking wanted. Absolutely 1,000% exactly what I fucking wanted was more of the same with new levels.
Mm-hmm.
And this game is just as good, if not better, than the first release. It's so good. I don't even know what else to say, but they've just
Well, how do you feel about it being all there instead of having to wait for it? Like, it's back to being a video game.
I still played it very similarly, where I got all the achievements in the first level. I did all, but I basically did all of the challenges. Any of the stuff that was in there that like the in-game challenges.
Right.
I guess it's a demo level because I mean you can actually download that. It's a nighttime scene where it's like a mansion on a beach, like a super modern one. But I think that's free.
Okay.
And they did it again. It's strange. It's a full game, but it's all downloaded the same way. Where like the Miami level is its own DLC download. The Colombian level is the same. All of these levels.
So it's episodic, but they just went like, here, Netflix model. Here's all the episodes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to ask, does it feel like they could have released it earlier, one chapter at a time again,
Yes.
and then their new owner was like, no, you will put this all out at once like normal video game people?
Well, I mean, also
Yes.
probably like watching Telltale implode. They were like, episodic's not the way to go.
Yeah.
Maybe, and they probably saw the numbers that it was like people weren't buying them one at a time. People were probably just like, all right, I'll buy the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll wait for a Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they were just like me. They were just like, all right, this Paris was awesome, I bought the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's probably how they saw most of the majority of people buying it. So like, all right, let's just do it that way then. Yeah, but there's still so many dumb, silly things that happen in a level that I feel bad that so many people will never see. Because if you're just playing the game to go, all right, I'm going to beat all the levels and see what happens, you're not going to get much out of that game. You're going to be like, all right, that was kind of fun. You know, but you would, like, just so many interactions he has with when people ask him questions. Because the guy who, I didn't look it up, but the guy who voices Hitman, you know, Agent 47 in the game, like, always sounds
Ted
sinister.
Hitman.
Yeah. He always sounds like he's got this sinister voice, and like the Sean Bean DLC, or not DLC, but the elusive target, you know, the ones where you only have, basically you have one chance to do it and escape.
Right.
Or I should say, I shouldn't put it that way. I should say, once you've killed him, you only have one chance to get out. You can restart as long as you haven't completed any of the objectives in the mission, so you can kind of scope it out. But you get this disguise, and you go in, and like this guy sets up the meeting where he's like, all right, I can get you in. That's all I can guarantee. You're like, all right. And you go in to meet Sean Bean. He's like, oh, you're not what I expected. And he's like, I have a familiar face. and then some guy in the background will go, oh, hey, that's not him. That's just some guy who works here. And the hitman will just go, I just work here. And it's, for some reason, it always cracks me up because like nobody ever reacts to the way he says things. And like when you're disguised as a doctor during the Miami, because the Miami level's awesome. It is set during a street race in like a Formula One car race, but that goes through Miami streets.
Sure.
And part of it is like there's like a whole museum that's there where there's one guy that you have to kill, and then one of the drivers of the cars is the other one you have to kill. And you can kill her by giving her, and like she gets these like vitamin injections, and so you can disguise yourself as the doctor and give her obviously a lethal dose of something.
Sure.
But of course, as I just love that his name in all of them is always Tobias Reaper. And so she'll
Checks out.
yeah, so he'll check in. She'll be like, "Hello, doctor." And he goes, "Reaper, Dr. Reaper."
I'm sorry, sir. Your reservation is canceled. Go away.
But then she'll be
come about the reaping.
yeah, but he'll just be like, she'll be like, "Oh, well, what's in the injection today?" And he's like, "Well, there's some vitamin salts and some nightshade, and possibly something else." And she's like,
Nightshade?
She goes, "Nightshade? Isn't that lethal?" And he's like, "Yes." Like, he loves having double entendres about murdering people. Because you can let conversations keep going when it's like, all right, I can strangle you right now. And he just doesn't, and he'll let them keep talking, and he'll just keep using, like, saying all these things that are basically like, I'm going to murder you. But he's double entendreing all of it. I love it.
So he's learned to love his work and have fun.
I think so.
Okay, good for
I
Ted
mean,
Hickman.
and they've also leaned into like just like, all right, the setting is dumb. The Miami one, there are flamingo mascots running around.
Okay.
You know, you can get a flamingo mascot disguise and run around. And when he does his idle animation, when you stop running around, he of
pick a
course
leg
picks
up.
the one leg up.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's so good. I love all of it. Even the last level that's really fucking hard, which I finally beat after like my timer on it was almost 2 hours, which is like fucking crazy for one level.
Wow.
Well, I mean, some of them they're like, that's the thing. Like, that's one of those levels that was designed by people. They're just like going too much into, man, people who want to be experts at this really want to break this game, because like wherever you go, someone recognizes your disguise.
Right.
So, because normally most levels there's like one disguise that's just like, all right, here's your be all end all. You can pretty much get anywhere once you've got this disguise. That one is just like, nope. This disguise is like, there's always somebody in every room who's gonna, like, these people might not recognize you, but this one will. So it's like, fuck, this level is killing me. So
you have to
like,
change like room to room.
Well, you have to like distract people and then get in another spot. It's like, it gets really annoying. And the last level just leans into it really hard because it's like this secret society that you're trying to break into and murder, of course.
Sure.
'Cause that's what you do.
Right.
Because you're Ted Hitman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I there's also like some of them feel like, all right, this is very much like the one from the first one. Like the Mumbai level is very much like the Middle Eastern Marrakesh level, where it's like this dense city full of people, and it's very claustrophobic, and then there's other ones. This one has one where you're just in a Vermont neighborhood and you're trying to kill an old man who has like been running the secret society all his life, and you have to take him out, but he's in retirement and he just lives in this town where they're having a barbecue party. Like it's like this, one of these like everyone's trying to live like it's the 50s type neighborhoods.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But they're not.
Right.
And you hear all these people talking shit about each other throughout the entire level, like just going around listening to people, and yeah. It's a really good, like there are some really good settings, and they gave me more of what I wanted, which that was all I wanted, and I absolutely fucking love it. And I'm back in.
Sounds like that's 3 games in a row now where it's just, here's more of the thing that you've liked.
I can't complain about that.
No.
I mean, not so much with Red Dead, but we're getting to that in a
No.
minute.
I meant Smash and then Just Cause 4 and then Hitman 2. It's just like, hey,
okay.
Yeah.
people like that other one.
Yep,
Here's
and
more of that.
to the point that they added the entire original game back into it. So they're like, all right, here, play these, and guess what? All the achievements they run stacked for this too. So if you want to do those again,
Nice.
yeah, which I will. Yeah,
We know.
but I can tell you a game that is not giving everyone more of what they want.
no,
I wanna hear
everybody
about-
hates this game.
Yeah, I want to hear about this.
Yeah, Fallout 76.
Yeah.
I feel like people at this point have a real good reason to hate this game. Like, I'm just saying, Bethesda's not doing themselves any
No,
favors.
they are not.
Left and right. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, I got Fallout 76. I got a new Xbox One X.
Just one?
Xbox.
Oh no, I got 2
So you
because Amazon fucked up.
you got X2X,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
like boys to men.
I don't know why. I was just like, it was one of those Black Friday or Cyber Monday, whatever the fuck, the entire month of November is deals, deals, deals.
Yeah.
So at some point, I'm like, all right, I got enough money. I'm just buying a fucking Xbox. And I'm like, I'll get Fallout with it. Why not?
It's bundled.
Yeah, it was bundled in.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they never delivered it. And I called Amazon a day later, and they're like, yeah, call us after it's been 24 hours since it said it was delivered. And I'm like, they said it was handed directly to a resident at 2 p.m, and my wife and I both work till about 7.
Mhm.
So it was not handed to nobody, and it was not on my doorstep, and it's still not there a day later. They're like, okay, well, we'll get another one out. And so Sunday rolls around. This was Tuesday, by the way. Sunday rolls around. Hey, look, there's an Xbox outside my house.
It's here.
Yeah. But then I look at the tracking, and it says, hey, your Xbox is 7 stops away. And I was like, that's interesting.
Huh.
Yeah. They eventually delivered me a second one. And then when I called to return it, they said, we can't get a return receipt in the system, so Merry Christmas.
Awesome.
Well, now your wife has an Xbox.
Yeah.
Now eBay's going to have an Xbox. That's,
Oh.
Facebook Marketplace will have an Xbox.
Oh,
where I can get robbed.
You're going to get robbed.
Yeah. They're better than Craigslist, where I'll get raped and robbed.
Craigslist. You'll get raped and robbed. Craigslist.
I
Ringing
mean-
endorsement from the No Quarters crew. Craigslist.
Well, at least Craigslist won't steal your identity, so I mean.
oh yeah, it will.
Eh.
It'll find a way.
In my identity, they can fucking have it at this point, man. if the best I'm getting is an extra Xbox One X, it's not doing me much good here.
Fair enough.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I got Fallout 76 with
All
it.
right, then.
So I also have a second copy of Fallout 76 if
Uh-huh.
someone wants me to open the package and redeem the code for them.
Oh, I so do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want that.
Well, let's hear
No.
about it, and then we'll decide.
Okay. I will say this.
Okay.
They did a good job making that game look really good.
Okay.
Like the god rays and just all like the gamey stuff, like the graphical rendering of everything is fucking top notch for being that engine and looking like that and being a Fallout game. But yeah, if you don't mind all your quests basically being, all right, I found this audio log or this old book that said, oh, well, this person's going to be here and I'll find them. And then you find a body and you read and you listen to the audio log on that body. You might be all right with this game. If you just love scavenging the shit out of every place you go to and then scrapping all the stuff and making upgrades for your things, you might have fun with this game. However, if you feel like the need to constantly eat food and drink water because that will constantly drip down on the meter, you might not want to do this game.
So it's a survival game.
Kind of, yeah. But To me, it's the way I always played all the other Fallouts, was just creeping around, picking up fucking everything for no reason.
Yeah.
Just pack ratting the hell out of things, and then if something attacks me, oh, kill that thing attacking me. I need to get back to my pack ratting.
I'm busy here.
Yeah.
Mutant pack rat.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
Go away, actual rat.
Yep. But,
Go away, pack of rats. I'm trying to pack.
But it is basically a setting,
Yeah.
to just wander around and get shit. The penalty for death doesn't seem that bad. There are other people just running around being goofballs, but it's just not.
Have you seen anyone set off a nuke yet?
No.
Okay.
I haven't played that much.
All right.
But I just find it, like, in the things that I enjoyed about the 3D Fallout games was, like, finding, okay, here's this mine. What's in that mine?
Sure.
I'm going to explore the shit out of this entire mine and then maybe find a neat gun or something in there and then head back to the surface and move on to the next area.
Yep.
If you play those games like that, you will probably have a good time with this game. I almost wish I didn't have to connect to servers and all that other shit for it. Because that's the stuff that's just like, all right, yeah, there's another dude running around. And, like, every once in a while somebody will be like, Raw Dog 42 wants you to join their team. And I'm like, lower your tone, Raw Dog.
I haven't finished with Raw Dogs 1 through 41 yet.
Yeah.
Get in line.
So, yeah. I mean, it's... Yeah. I understand why people are like, man, fuck this thing forever. Because I haven't gotten far enough to have, like, progress reset or losing items or any of the sort of the shit that, or servers are down, fuck you, none of that stuff. But, like, I can see, like, if someone has put in, like, 40 hours and going, yeah, I'm still doing the same shit, then, yes, I can see why people are like, yeah, this is like a 4 out of 10. Me, it's like a 6 out of 10 if I was going to do that. I'm like, when you talk about stuff being chuck fine,
Yeah.
I know the feeling. Because I feel like it's not terrible.
It's acceptable.
It's acceptable, but, I get why people hate it. They're fine. They're justified in it, but this is... It's kind of the
some
Fallout...
of the detractors are probably getting doxxed right now, so, there's that.
Yeah.
Well, they're all getting doxxed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Like, just the shit show around it has made it what it is right now. But I hope they support it. I hope they keep patching it, and, I hope it works a little better. And, I could see it being fun with other people that have the game, but I don't know any of them. So all I can ever do is accept a Raw Dog 42's invite. Should I run into him next time?
It's another game that came out at the wrong time. Like, I don't know. I feel like we say this every year, but fucking spread these things out. Like, if there is an established open world thing happening in your month, pick another month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You'll probably do better. You're not going to, it's not going to make that big of a difference for your bottom line, except possibly in the positive.
Right.
And you'll get more exposure. Maybe they did it on purpose. I don't know.
Well, if they did, they were not prepared for the messaging.
They were not prepared for anything.
Yeah.
I think the latest thing that I've heard is the fucking canvas bag things.
Oh, Jesus.
They showed a render of these nice canvas bags that they were sending out with the Power Armor edition, and then sent everybody fucking plastic bags.
Yep.
And everybody was real pissed about that. And then when everybody started reporting that, then all the service tickets went to, like, one guy who wasn't on the Bethesda team. So that guy got all of their information. And then they decided, finally, to start to get, like, actual canvas bags manufactured.
First it was like, here's $3 in-game credit to buy bullshit.
Yeah. Like,
and they also said something like
nightmare from Bethesda.
Yeah, and it was just almost like it's a bag. Who cares? Like, we're not going to fix it.
Yeah, right.
It's like, what the fuck,
like,
you're
well, the fine print said, it's just a render and you might not get what it looks like.
Yeah.
And, okay, Estus Flask, you asshole. You have to give them something that's sort of representative, at least, of what you promised. Like, I wasn't expecting a full-size dubstep gun with my Saints Row whichever ridiculous edition, but I got a really nice little toy.
Yeah. I still fire that up every once in a while.
The fucking batteries in mine still work.
The emergency one's up there. I don't know where the gun is.
Oh yeah.
where you're gonna
Oh, the
either.
the dubstep button.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have mine in like my little liquor cabinet / display shelf thing, and every once in a while, I was just like, I wonder if this thing still works. And wow,
Sure does.
Yep.
Well, that's
Oh,
a shame.
Video game tchotchkes aren't what they used to be.
No.
no,
Yeah. But yeah, it's if you know what you're looking for, like if what I've said is appealing to you at all as far as a Fallout game goes, then yeah, it'll be all right. But yeah, if not, this is exactly what you're expecting it to be.
Yeah.
So,
Oh well.
oh well.
So,
So,
So.
I guess we got to do a quick return to last episode because I got to talk about Red Dead 2 for a minute.
Okay.
A minute
Yeah.
or two. Maybe someone else will join you.
I can join you in some.
I will talk briefly about it
Okay.
I
now.
will listen.
Well,
I played another 2 hours.
yeah.
So I played more than you. That's amazing.
Here's the thing. So, like, I finished the main game. There are 2 epilogues
Congratulations.
to it, so I haven't like finished it, but I finished like the main story. If you
You
will.
defeated the game.
Yeah.
And how long did that take you?
66 hours, I believe it said.
And you didn't fuck around either.
No, like almost no hunting, except for when it was like a story mission or something, or just random like, oh, hey, there's an elk as I'm riding by. Let me headshot it and loot it, just like, but like no, like I'm going out hunting or fishing or. I think I chopped wood once, and I was like, well, I was never doing that again. Yeah. Well, I mean, I that's the thing is like I love that people in the camp are like, man, you're just not really contributing. I'm like, motherfucker, pull up that ledger. I've given you $9,000 and every gold watch and platinum belt buckle there is.
Yeah.
And Sadie over here gave you a fucking toothpick.
Right.
But
Fuck you.
Oh, a copper toothpick, Sadie. Nice.
but who's gonna start the fire with no firewood?
You can
Arthur.
buy 6,000 truckloads of firewood.
Teach fucking Jack how to work the damn axe.
Yeah.
Work the axe.
You damn
work
hag.
the damn axe.
Oh man.
But,
Yeah, they love to bitch at camp that you're not doing your
Oh,
chores.
Yeah, like fuck off, all of y'all.
Yep.
Here's the thing. So like I can't be spoilery, obviously. I mean, and I don't want to be. But the motherfucking paradigm shift that happens in that game when Chapter 5 starts can eat a goddamn dick. Like
As in, like the game no longer becomes fun to you.
I don't. Here's the thing. Like I was playing the game. I don't know if I was ever like having all caps fun. Like I was just having. I was like biding time, like waiting for it to get better, and then it got worse. Yeah, I don't want to say why, but like chapters 1 through 4, it's just like, yep, you're in a camp. Go talk to the people. Go, the first one or maybe even 2 camps. It's all go to this camp, talk to this person, so that you can get basic skill that you need to keep doing in the game. And that was kind of like, all right, it's a really long like Final Fantasy style tutorial. Then it was like, all right, now I'm in the main game. We're fucking idiotic bank robbers and shit. Because I mean, every one of their fucking plans goes south. I mean, they're fucking morons, and so like everything's fucked up, and like and at some point you kind of have a semi-successful bank heist. So you go from like, well, I have $20 in my pocket, and please, I'm not trying to summon that song, but like everything's a chore to like I can't go buy anything, but like you do like one bank heist, and suddenly it's like I have $3,000 all the time. Like you just hit this point, and all of a sudden it's like money is no longer an issue. Like I will go buy an Arabian horse, which is the most expensive horse in the game, and oh look, I somehow magically got back all the money that I just like. It's weird. It's like money. I just hovered exactly at $3,000 for more than half the game. So like as soon as I did one mission, it was like, oh, I'm going to go spend some money and try to work towards that $5,000 achievement. Oh look, I'm back at $3,000 magically. Like it was just like. As soon as you have the fence and you do this one mission, it's like money is now no longer an object. But what happens at the beginning of Chapter 5, basically, or not technically the beginning? Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. It's the end of Chapter 4. Leads into the beginning of Chapter 5. Is like just a thing that happens, and I'm not going to get into it. And then the game just becomes fucking misery. Like everything about the game is like, hey, do you like that character? Fuck, they're probably dead. Like, that side character that was really nice to you, yeah, they're probably fucking dead. They found their maggot-eating body over here. And the game is just fucking nonstop misery. Just fucking misery. And on top of that, it's like, I'm totally stealing this from somebody else who was talking about it, but like the whole goddamn, from chapter 5 and 6, it's one shooting gallery after another. It's just like first the beginning of chapter 5 is, I swear to God, like an hour-long walking simulator, and not even a walking simulator in like the good way. Like, walking simulators are like, hey, go around, discover this thing, look at this, talk to this person, create dialogue. This is like push stick in one direction. Okay, now you're not
While a discussion happens around you,
or just while thing is happening, and it's like, look how dramatic this is, and it's like, oh, okay, now that's done. Nope, do it again. And now get here, and it's like, oh, you thought you were done pushing forward? Nope, you're gonna do that again for a while.
have you tried to do online yet?
No.
That's the first hour of Red Dead Online, is cutscenes and people telling you to go places. And all right, we'll go walk over here so you can get a gun. And then, it's...
Yeah.
The Red Dead Online, the first hour of it's bad. And it's similar in that way where it's just like, all right, just let me do something else.
Yeah. I mean...
Has Rockstar lost it? Like,
here's
have they lost their touch?
Here's the thing, is like, throughout this like misery-induced final 2 chapters of this game, were sprinkled in some of the best moments of the game. That's what's so fucking weird about it. My favorite little side quest bundle of missions was in there. Arguably, like, the thing... Like, they set up a whole new set of characters and a whole new conflict in Chapter 6, and I'm like, fucking wrap it up, B. Like, I mean, I was just like, you're introducing new shit now? Like, in what I know is the final chapter of the game?
Like,
what
no,
the fuck? Like,
we're done.
like, how about we go say goodbye to everybody and whatever the fuck's going to happen and go get our last big score or whatever, however the fuck this is going to end. Like, I mean, because, I mean, and it's just like, it steers you off, and it's like, it ends up being meaningful, but it's from left field. Like, it really is. I mean, it's not because if you know history, but it's just like, all of a sudden it was just like, hey, by the way, this is now the most important thing in the game. However, I will say, like, once I hit the achievement for reaching max good morality, because I think I said I tried, like, starting up 2 different profiles, and I was not enjoying my evil playthrough, because, like, the evil playthrough was, wow, I have a bounty all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the only thing I could think is, like, an evil playthrough might be fun if I got to that mission where suddenly money was no longer an object, and then I could just murder and pay bounties indiscriminately.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit. But I was like, all right, I'm just going forward with my good playthrough, and I hit max level morality, popped the achievement, suddenly my store prices were 50% off, or, all that kind of good stuff. And so I was like, all right, now I have a little wiggle room. Like, now I can, like, sort of Commander Shepard this. Like, I'm going to be good, but every once in a while, if someone's a fucking asshole, they're getting a goddamn bullet in their face without a second thought.
Yeah.
And walking through Saint Denis, which is the big city in the game, I was just clopping my way over to a mission or whatever. I think I was actually headed for what ended up being the start of the final mission. And I was just like, all right, this is the last, like, yellow main quest mission that's on my map. It's got to be the end of the game, because, like, no more strangers were popping up. And I'm clopping my way over there, and all of a sudden I hear this guy, like, on the corner. There's a lot of panhandlers and people trying to sell books and bullshit. And this guy's like, I'm not telling you, something about, like, you should be a racist. I'm telling you should absolutely be a racist. Like, you should embrace it. And I got to talk about, like, the worst thing plaguing us is, what did he say? Like, basically commingling or something. Like, it was like, he had all these words of, like,
Miscegenation.
Sure. I don't think he was quite going that fancy with it, but, like, and I was just like, I walked over to him and I was like, first I was like, I'm going to stand here for a second and see if the antagonize button comes up, because I kind of want to see what happens if I just pick a fight. And it was just like, he was just going on, and I'm like, there's not a greet or antagonize button for it. And I was just like,
just shoot it.
I was like, I know what I need to do. And I'm like, I didn't even bother with the mask or anything. I was just like, I walked up right to him, pistol under the head, and just boom, brains under the back of and then just got on my horse and rode the fuck out of town. And, like, I don't think it even counted as morality. It was like, yeah, that was probably right.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, I think you should get positive morality for shooting the random KKK dudes out in the woods, but you just don't get negative morality, which is fine too, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like you should get some good, but yeah, this guy was
both
like,
sides. Both sides.
Yeah. Well, both sides of his head now had holes in them. Good. So, but yeah, that was probably the most single satisfying moment there's another one that I can't talk about, but there's another, like, there were 2 moments that I was like, despite all of this bullshit, all of the things that, like, how this isn't like Red Dead the first/second, it's like there are 2 moments that I was like, yeah, okay, like, I mean, all I can come to is like it's it's an extremely flawed masterpiece. That's all I can come up with because like there's so much going on that is just fucking amazing, and then it was like just from a UI standpoint, it's like not to the level like Monster Hunter, but it was like everything you're doing UI wise is getting in the way of me enjoying this world that you've created.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I agree with that.
I feel like I'm bad at the combat,
Mhm.
and I don't know why.
I don't know. I'm fucking death incarnate, and I hardly ever use Deadeye. Like just
Really?
with the sort of quasi snapping that it does on
Yeah.
that. I mean, I
don't know if I'm
rarely
just
even bother with Deadeye unless it's
picking
like,
the
hey,
wrong-
there's 6 dudes around me, and they all have
I don't know
guns
if
on
I'm
me.
picking the wrong weapons or what, but I just felt like whenever I tried to do like a random, oh, I need to help these people getting robbed, like I got shot in the head instantly. I'm like, wait, I'm dead, and all the money I had was gone.
Well, that does happen.
Yeah, I just feel like I died a lot doing random dumb shit.
Yeah. I want to piggyback on that real quick with a problem that I have with the combat, which is going to lead into a problem I have with the game in general and why part of the reason I feel like I'm not going back and playing it as much as I want. When you pull out a weapon, anything that's like a single action something, you have to do, whereas in any other game in the world, except for, extreme simulation shooty games, when you shoot like the lever action rifle, you shoot it and then you have to do another button. Well, it's the same button, but you have to hit that trigger button again for it to cock the fucking rifle again.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a fucking Wild West shooter, the first thing you do without thinking about it after you shoot is you cock your fucking weapon. And you didn't have to bother with it in Red Dead Redemption the first. You don't have to bother with it in any other fucking game. But this game makes you do it.
Yeah, there's one of the final missions specifically like makes you get off your horse with no loadout, and you're handed a sniper rifle that is single action.
Mm-hmm.
And so and they're like going to Deadeye, and I'm like, so I'm sitting here, I'm just wasting fucking Deadeye. So at the end of it, I was like, well, because I also you can't this one shooty gallery thing at the end. It's like you're stuck in sniper rifle scope mode. You can't even hit your items. So when you run out of Deadeye, you can't take anything for it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm just gonna old school look for the dudes and shoot them with the scope. But when I realized that I was having to hit, like, why the fuck aren't you shooting? Oh, he's. I'm like, God damn it, really?
Yeah, it's so...
I think that's the first time where I was like, I actually didn't use like a repeating gun.
It's so fucking annoying that. And that's there's a bigger problem with Red Dead 2, which is everything's a fucking simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's, you gotta brush your horse. You gotta pick the shit out of his hooves. Not really, but like you gotta clean your gun.
Well,
you gotta
his
clean.
balls shrivel when it
Yeah,
gets cold.
you gotta clean every single one of your guns. You gotta go back and eat shit at your campsite. You gotta feed your horse. You gotta eat for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta bring food back to the campsite. You gotta bring money back to the campsite. You gotta toozle little Jack Marston's hair. You gotta teach him how to fish. Everything is a fucking chore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems
In
like
this game.
they went so hard into systems and making systems that are like, oh, well, this interconnects with this, and oh, this will just happen if you let this happen, and all that, and they forgot like people play games to have fun.
Well, it's not even like systems necessarily. Like, well, when I think of systems, I think of like emergent shit, sort of like in the first Red Dead, where shit would just happen, or the stuff that happens in Far Cry games, where shit just kind of happens, or GTA, when things like Trevor wakes up and he's in a
dumpster
he's in a
or some
dumpster
shit.
in his underwear, shit just happening. But this is like, I guess it is systems, but that's not the way my brain thinks about something that should be systems. It's chores. It's chores for the player that get in the way of you playing the game.
Busy
so
work.
You're right. You're simulating this bullshitting ass life. Life already sucks enough. I don't want to have to deal with the sucking life of somebody else to play a fucking video game.
Yeah, I also found
man, I want you to get to chapter 5 so hard.
well, I just I keep like I kill an entire camp of O'Doyle's boys, kill them all,
O'Driscoll's.
or whatever it is, O'Driscoll's, and in the middle of nowhere, and I start looting them, and suddenly it's like whatever it is,
Yeah, investigating.
yeah, someone's investigating. I'm like, who the fuck's I'm in the middle of nowhere. I just murdered 30 guys, and you're investigating me, picking him up and looking for $10 on him. The fuck.
So I had one of those situations like that happens a lot, where it's just like random crime report, and I'm like,
Yeah, I
how the
know.
fuck?
Yeah.
But there was one where it was like it was a fucking fort full of dudes. Like, I mean, I probably killed like 40 dudes in this one shooting gallery, and I was like, all right, loot him. All of a sudden, investigating. I'm like, motherfucker! And I'm like, so I hopped on my horse, and I went just outside the red radius, and I waited until it went away, and I was like, I'm going right back. And the funny thing is like, I trudged back in there. I still got blood on my fucking uniform or
Yeah.
whatever that I'm wearing, and like, I'm like looting dudes, and like, I thought the law had just cleared out, and I see like lawman walks by. He's like, hey. How you doing? It's like, good. I'm just looting the dead here. Don't
Nothing to
mind
see
me.
here,
Yeah.
officer.
You know anything about this? No, sir.
Never shot these boys before in my life.
But yeah, I was like, I'm bound and determined that I'm going to loot all these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because they're all like certain groups have like more money on them. Like, so if bounty hunters ever come after you, you better loot them all because they'll have like $20 on them a piece. Like, bounty hunters are fucking rich. O'Driscoll's have a decent amount of money. There's this other gang later that I don't want to talk about, but like they're fucking worthless. They're basically fucking like this hill people gang,
Oh.
and they're like, oh look, he has 17 cents on him, fucking, and a half-used cigar. So
Ooh, happy cigar.
Man,
yeah,
the
fuck,
best
fuck
type of
looting those
cigar.
guys.
Perk.
Same thing, like, so there are soldiers. I mean, you've probably been around the fort that's like immediately red, like
Yeah.
wanted dead or alive if you go there. But so if you happen to kill a soldier, they don't have shit on them either. So just so you know,
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
like O'Driscoll's and bounty hunters are the ones that really loot.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I can make myself go back to... I got chores at the house that I could do.
I just don't do the chores. Just fuck the
Well,
chores.
not even... I don't
Oh, yeah, I
even
know,
mean...
the chore of the
yeah,
game,
I don't
yeah.
even mean like chores at the camp because I haven't even gotten to that point yet.
Right.
I can't wait for that mission where I learn how to fucking chop wood to bring back to the camp. I'm already, like... The camp cook yells at me because I haven't brought enough fucking squirrels and deer meat or whatever back to the place, and I'm like, "Fuck you! I want something like, I want Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't want San Andreas in fucking the Old West. I don't want to have to keep my weight at average, or else I'm going to suffer a fucking penalty. I don't want to have to pick between 42 saddles and 87 different colors." And have to figure out what percentage is the best for my play style.
You don't want to have to upgrade your horse cores.
Right. Yeah. Fucking upgrade my horse course. Eat a dick.
I don't think that's
Or
how
an
you upgrade
apple.
them. Yeah.
No, no.
It's usually the carrot or the apple
Yeah.
that.
I mean, carrots are kind of dick shaped.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Carrot.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Eat a carrot. I apologize.
It's just a carrot or the stick.
Yeah.
Carrot or the dick.
Carrot or the dick.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, finally got there.
Yeah. I'm frustrated with, and I want to play it because it's beautiful. Like when things are going right, the game plays really nice and smooth. The fucking riding the horses is cool as shit. The environments are awesome. I like shooting animals and women and children and bad guys and shooting everybody in that game is nice.
Sure.
Even though I'm bad at it and I have a really hard time with that fucking single action dumb shit that needs to be fucking automatic.
Go get your volcanic pistol immediately.
I have a volcanic pistol. I
that's-
don't like using it because it doesn't do a dick all for damage, and I'm a bad shot.
Wait,
so
say what? That's the most powerful pistol in the game.
the volcanic is the high cap, right?
No, it's like the highest damage gun in the game is the pre-order bonus one.
Is it really?
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
think
well,
I think
just fucking
I think
suck with
I
it
think
then.
maybe the
I've been shooting
Mauser is
people-
higher, but that's like literally in game. Like I kept waiting for the fucking Mauser to unlock, and it was like never happened.
I guess just enjoying Red Dead 1 as much as I did. It's disappointing just having this feeling every time I go in like, ugh, I don't really want to be playing this anymore. And I don't like having that feeling about a game that I waited so long for.
Well, I will say this: if you both end up giving up on the game, go watch a YouTube walkthrough of the shit that happens.
Okay.
Just because
Okay.
I mean, I think it's worth knowing.
I want to get through the story.
Okay.
I want to. It's just I I have to be ready to, just like at home, I have to like psych myself up to do chores at home. I got to psych myself up to do horse chores.
Yeah. And me, I turn it on the Xbox. I'm like, yeah, I should play some Red Dead, but I could play some Hitman 2 instead.
I do want to talk about one last tale from Red Dead, and I promise I'll be done for probably forever because I don't know how much I'm going back to it. But I almost did the hard quit on the game.
Yeah, this story is good.
So because I think the worst thing about a video game is if it's going to be a long kind of game like this, the worst thing you can do is waste my time. Like, make me go do a thing that takes a long time and then completely invalidate it. I mean, Fallout 76, wipe your game style. So one time, I was talking to some people at work that were also playing it, and somebody was like, yeah, you said you bought an Arabian horse, but there's one better. There's a wild one you can go catch, kind of like a legendary horse, even though it's not considered that. There's a wild one that all the stats are one higher than the store-bought one, and it's pure white. And I was like, okay, that's cool, because A, better, faster horse. B, if it's pure white, you can tell when it's dirty without having to go in the menu and that's way too fucking deep to see if your horse is clean or not.
Yeah.
This one you can literally just, oh yeah, I see dirt on its haunches, so time to get out of the brush. So I go up and I'm it's way the fuck up in the complete northwest, near where the very starting prologue area is. I mean, it's all snowy and shit like that. So I go to the nearest place I can, long ride up there. Finally get to, I'm looking online. I'm just tell me where the fuck on the map he is. And so I pretty much go right and find him right away. But it was a 30, 45-minute process of calm, because you have to walk up and calm it down, get closer to Pat, and then maybe try to get on it, and it might kick you or buck and run away. So you got to really slowly creep up to it and talk to it and be nice and pat it and calm it down. And even when you get on it the first time, it's going to do the kind of the bucking wild horse thing from the first one.
Yeah.
That it will probably knock you off and run off again. So 30, 45 minutes, plus the travel time and everything to go up and get this fucking thing. And I finally have it. And I'm riding it back and I'm like, all right, well, I need to get to a stable and everything to save it, name it, all that kind of good stuff. And I was like, I'm way up the fuck here. The nearest stable's way down here. And I'm just riding back and I'm like, oh, it's one of the money lender missions or whatever. It just happens to be on the way back. I was like, I'll stop there. No big fucking deal.
Oh, no.
No, I stop there. I do that mission. Of course, it goes fucky because they all do, but it doesn't involve the horse. It's just a guy's here's your money, all knife, and tries to stab me, and I have to murder him, So anyway, that finishes, and I'm like, cool, fine, great. Now I'm go back to the stable. I leave. I get out of this place. I go maybe 300 yards down the road, and it's a random gang does a hey, there he is thing. And this, they literally pull out the carriage with the Gatling gun in the back into the middle of the road right in front of me when I'm like, oh shit, yeah. That was about how much time I had to react. And they just go and mow me down and mow my horse down in one fell, oh shit, yeah. And I'm dead. Horse is dead. Go into the stable. Your horse is dead. It's gone. And I was just drop the controller. I was like, fuck this game. I'm done. I was like, you have just wasted an hour plus of my life. So fuck you. And
so you can't ever get that horse back?
No, you can. That's why I went back.
Okay.
I went red, and I was like, yeah, it's not a one-time spawn thing. So I was just luckily, I took everything I learned about the first time, and I was knew exactly where he was. I knew, all right, just take your time, and I did it. And I caught him in 5 minutes the next time.
Okay.
It was just literally barely tap the stick forward and just walk up to it and keep getting calm as soon as it pops up.
Just so you know, that first experience, that's basically Monster Hunter World.
Yeah. Oh, the spend all the time and then run away or die. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, you get it all the way down, and then it's oh, the thing ran away. Come back next time.
Yeah.
And it's oh, yeah, fuck you. No, let's not.
So I overcame that hurdle, but I just wanted to share that that really sucks. I really like the random shit that happens in that game, but sometimes it's very much to its detriment of
Yeah.
not right now game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that game is sort of I don't know what phrase to use other than this, but that game is such a fucking cock tease. There's got to be a better phrase for that, but seriously, every single time where it's oh yeah, this
Here
is
we
it.
go.
This is fucking it. This is what I've been waiting to do. It's no, it's not. It's
Afraid
really
not.
not going to be. It's just no. I know you wanted to do this, but hold up. Why don't you why don't you drive a wagon full of nitroglycerin over here at the slowest speed possible, and it's on the other side of the map? Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I just got a new gun. And I want to shoot people. Nope.
Nope.
Nitroglycerin, super slow.
Yep. Oh well.
Anyway,
So
I want to talk about not super slow at all.
I was about to say.
That's all I got. I mean, I'm a little slow in picking it up, and don't ask me how I came to this conclusion, but I bought Black Ops 4. I know we all kind of were like, yeah, fuck an online only game, but
You like online?
I do, but I mean, I like
COD.
I like story. I like to play through the story missions too, so I was kind of on board with that. Like, yeah, you want to. Here's the thing. Here's the problems I had with Blops when it first got announced. It was like they were like, we're stripping single player, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're still going to charge $60, and we're still going to have a fucking season pass.
That's pretty shitty.
And I'm like, nah, that's a lot, guys. Like, you know,
yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but,
It is.
But here's like, I
You
don't
got
know.
a deal on it, right?
I did. I bought it for $30, so I mean half price. I just started watching people play it one day. I don't know what. I had a coworker that was like, "Yeah, that's my main game." He's not like super into it. It's just like I buy the Call of Duties every year, and that's what I fuck around online until I get sick of it and move on to the next one. And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And he's like, "I was like, how is this one?" He's like, "It's pretty good. I don't really like the PUBG ripoff mode. That was him." And I was like. He's like, but I have played PUBG and I've played Fortnite, and it's very much almost exactly like PUBG. Like, same kind of drop-in mechanics, same kind of, like, way of picking things up. I was like, okay, that might be worth checking out. And when it came up on Cyber Month deals thing, I was like, I'm going to pick this up. And prior to, I started, again, a thing I never do, I just started watching some streamers play it. And I was like, God damn, they've gotten this fucking buttery smooth. Like, it's just like, it is like a buttery smooth 60 frames when that thing plays. And I was like, damn it, all right. And when I saw a deal, I leapt on it. So I probably spent way too much time, honestly, just trying the bot matches just to get to know the maps and the kill streaks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just like to do that, like put on the stupidest bots possible and just run around and be a murder fiend until I try all the weapons, and then I know like what I'm going for in actual multiplayer.
Yeah.
So I spent way too much time doing that because it's just dumb fun to like get a 201 kill death thing, with these stupid bots. Then I was like, all right, I should try these specialist missions because they're kind of what they cobbled out of the single player game that they scrapped. And man, like I'm simultaneously like laughing at it and mortified by what they put in there, because like the background story thing, like it seemed like there might have been a really cool single player game that was going to happen based on some of those cutscenes, because they're like when it goes into real like pre-rendered stuff, it looks fucking great. And it's like it's this whole story about Alex Mason's granddaughters, and like one follows in his footsteps to being a soldier, and the other one's like this tech trillionaire, like she's the world's first trillionaire, and she's fucking evil and all this stuff. And it's like, man, that sounds like that would have been fascinating. I would have loved to play that. Instead, here we're going to put you in evil megalomaniac's VR simulation, and you're going to do like a couple of like scenarios while this VR drill instructor dude is saying the most cringeworthy bro shit you have ever heard. And it's fucking, like I said, it's equal parts hilarious and fucking mortifying that they were like, yeah, this is what people want, because it is such this like GameStop, like, yeah, bro, like I mean, like to the point that like because if you don't know, like what they did with Black Ops is you still have your traditional like Call of Duty create a class, like get the weapons and all this shit, and then but they sort of overwatched it because there's like characters that have special abilities and personalities and whatnot on top of that. So like you can still get your favorite weapon, but then it's like your little like trigger the power thing is straight stolen from Overwatch style games. So like one of them, I don't remember the fuck his name, but he's like a flamethrower-y dude, and I swear to God, it's like this is supposed to be future 2050 whatever shit thing in this game. And the VR drill instructor dude, like when you first try the flamethrower, he's like, yeah, that was lit AF. I'm like,
Oh, Jesus.
that shit is not going to be around in 5 years, much less 30. Like, yeah. But I mean, it's, like I said, it sounds fucking terrible, but it's also, it's hilarious because it's like that, did I say games? Oh, yeah. Kind of mentality. But I did drop out of that, and I was like, let me just go play straight, actual multiplayer without my headset in, because then I don't want to hear that bro shit.
Yep.
And I got to say, I was doing all right. Like, I mean, like my kill death ratio actually stayed above 1, despite like me being the starter level never prestige versus like guy who's got like 27 layers of emblem because he's prestiged every time there is, and like it actually felt strangely satisfying to murder those people in the face, because you know how angry they probably got, like, how'd that fucking noob kill me? And but yeah, I don't.
I've been around a long time.
I've been around since this was a PC exclusive, you fucker.
I survived the console wars. What the fuck did you do with your life?
But yeah, I don't know. I don't regret spending $30. I don't think I'm going to buy a season pass or anything like that. It just sucks because like 2 days after I got my Xbox copy, they announced that they actually have divvied up the game on the PC.
Yeah, they're piecemealing it out.
Which is fucking great, because I don't give 2 fucks about zombies mode, and I never have. And the fact that that's what they stripped out, and for half price I could have gotten everything I did care about, I would have been all over that. And to play it on the PC with all of its shiny would have been great, but oh well. It still looks good on the Xbox. I mean, it's just, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I guess the good thing is I probably would have gotten murdered so much harder on the PC.
Oh yeah.
But
Most assuredly.
yeah, the only thing is, like, the only thing that sucks about playing, the only thing that really sucks is like my favorite mode is domination, and always has been. That's where all the like 27th level prestige people are playing. Like every time I hopped in there, I was like, wow, there's nobody with like the basic stripe things like I have. I was like,
So did they keep booting you from their team?
no, it was just like hey, I'm here, I'm dead. Hey, I'm here, I'm dead.
Hey guys.
I'm here to play some blobs.
Oops.
Hey, where is
Again,
Where'd you guys go? Oh.
I don't want to steal shit, but like, there's, you know, if you know who Video Game Donkey is, he makes pretty funny ass videos. And I kept wondering, because like his little thing about blops was every time he'd get a headshot, he'd go, Black Ops. And I was like, I don't know why he did it and why it was funny, but now I've played the game and I totally know, because every time you finish those specialist missions, he's like, good job, Black Ops. Like, it's just like, it's the same way the guy that says like that's your name. Like, like, good job, Black Ops. Or like when you win a map, a multiplayer map, like, and you have been them versus whatever the other team is. But yeah, it's just the way he says it's like, good job, Black Ops. Black Ops. Like it's become one word. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I don't regret buying it. It's dumb fun.
Okay.
Speaking of dumb fun.
Yeah, I guess I'll just keep transitioning
Yeah,
to
woo.
my own shit. Woo.
Yeah, I got you.
So you got me. You got you. Pikachu.
I got you.
Yeah, so I picked up a Pokemon game. Let's go Pikachu.
Pokemon game.
I
Let's
drew a
go,
line in the
Pikachu.
fucking sand,
What?
and I picked Pikachu over Eevee.
Aw.
Wow.
Yeah,
You went old school.
I did. I just wanted to be right every time someone said, well, "Who's that Pokemon?" And I was like,
It's
"It's Pikachu." Actually,
Yay!
yeah, you're right. Fuck yes. But yeah, as I alluded to earlier, we're talking about Smash Brothers. This is essentially, here's the weird thing: is like, if you tell someone it's a remake of what is it, Red and Yellow was the original two?
Red and
Yes.
blue.
Red and Blue.
Red and
Yeah,
blue.
Red and Blue, and then Yellow was like the
Yeah, you got yellow
Black
because you
and
got
yellow, black
Pikachu.
and
right.
Pikachu.
When you tell someone it's a remake of that, they're immediately going to think it's like totally 2D. Looks like, you know,
Of course.
it's not. It's a modern Pokemon game that just happens to be the story of that one.
It's a reboot.
A reboot.
Oh.
It's a requel.
Yep.
I don't know. So you've only got the base 151 Pokemon, maybe 150. I don't know. But all the quality of life things in the game are really good, because like your Pikachu and or Eevee is pretty much constantly with you, sort of like Ash's Pikachu. Like, he doesn't want to go in the ball. You know, he just wants to ride on your shoulder, walk alongside you, whatever. Just and so unlike all the other ones where you would get abilities that you would have to have like a burner Pokemon in your party, it was like, all right, this Pokemon sucks. I'm going to teach him like the chop down the tree, the fast travel, all of the moves. You know, usually just had to have like a burner Pokemon. Now your little companion Pokemon learns those, so you don't have to, like, everyone in your party can actually be useful. So A+ quality of life thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just cute. I mean, it's fun. It's a real ass Pokemon game that I can sit and play on
Which
a
is
TV.
what you've always wanted.
What I've always wanted. Yeah. Like,
And
why the
you can ride Pokemans.
you can ride Pokemons. Yeah, like if you So not only do you have like your Pikachu or Eevee that's your companion, you can have one that just walks alongside you. Like for a while, I had was it a Machamp?
Machamp.
I just think they're adorable. Like I think that's like the cutest Pokemon there is. They don't become as adorable when they evolve, but
Nope.
but like I just had him because it was fun, and then I was like, somebody was like, yeah, if you get a big enough Pokemon, and you can actually ride them. And I was like, oh shit! And so I got the upgraded Meowth, which is Growth.
No, it's Persian.
Persian. Yeah, you're right. That doesn't even sound like Meowth.
Nope. I mean, it's logical
Sounds
that
good.
you'd think it would go from like Meowth to
To
Meathead
Growth.
or something like that, or I don't know.
Meow.
Me nose.
Nose, yeah. Me butthole.
Yeah, but so when I got a Persian, it's like I can fucking ride the Persian around, and he's fast. So like it's basically just like having a mount in the Pokemon game. I mean, you can ride around in an Onix or whatever, but it's dumb and it's fucking huge and like you move slow as shit. But it looks hilarious for you to like basically be scraping the roof when you're inside buildings and shit. But yeah,
And
it's
you
just,
can ride like Snorlax and
you can ride
that's
a Snorlax.
plural of Snorlax.
Snorlax.
Oh.
Snorlaxin. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I've just decided. Yeah, like
Okay.
all the big Pokemans you can ride. Like,
Yeah.
what's the fire tiger dog?
Growlithe.
Yeah, and the upgraded the upgraded one of those Arcanine. I think you can ride the
Yep.
Arcanine.
Yeah.
That's
But-
cool as shit.
It's just it's hella fun, and encounters are no longer really random. Like you actually see the Pokemons running around on the ground. It's not just like,
Yes.
oh, the grass is wiggling. You can actually like, oh, I don't want to catch another Rattata, so I'm just gonna walk around him because fuck Rattatas.
Can you put him in the grinder like you can in
Yeah.
Pokemon Go?
Yeah. Well, you send him to the professor, and he sends you back.
Yeah, he
candies
grinds
and
them
shit.
up into candy.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I like grinding Pokemon up for candy.
I haven't. Here's the craziest thing. I haven't even done it yet. There's integration between Pokemon Go and Let's Go games, but you have to get to like the second to last city, which is good. Now that in like hindsight, because I was just like, I'm gonna fucking cheat my way to this game. I got all these goddamn Pokemons in Pokemon
Yeah.
Go. I'm just like, here's a fucking high level Pokemon. They make you wait until you get to a certain city, and then you can go and like trade back and forth. So like you can go both ways. Like if I've caught something in
Yeah.
the Let's Go game that I haven't caught in Pokemon Go,
Oh, nice.
I can fill out my Pokédex on either place, which is really nice. But
Oh,
I
okay,
haven't,
so you could, like-
I haven't even done it yet. That's the crazy thing.
So in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, there are like 6 Pokemans that are unique to each one of those.
I think
So
you can trade them
You can
from
trade
somebody
them
else.
from. Yeah, I know
Or-
you can
or
trade them
Pokemon
back
Go,
and forth,
yeah.
But you can trade them from Go.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm pretty sure.
I will have to inform
Yeah,
a friend of mine about
the
that.
only thing that's kind of shitty is I'm stupid, so I bought the Pokeball edition little controller thing,
Yeah.
which is kind of shitty because it's like it is a controller and it's actually like pretty well made. I feel like, but that's where Mew is. Like you have to have this to get Mew.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like actually inside of here when you buy it.
What if you have him in Pokemon Go?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not sure. I haven't read about that.
Can you take that controller over to somebody else's Switch
And like give them.
and get a Mew out of it?
Probably not. I think it like registers to your account somehow or something.
Lame.
I don't know, man. It's a kind of cool controller, except it's really awkward to hold, and it needs one more button, like because most things are like accept back, like so 2 buttons is usually good, but like to pull up the menu, you need a 3rd button, like to get to like really get to the Pokédex and all these things. It's like
I got you.
there's not enough buttons, so I kind of just stopped playing with that. Which is
Oh,
weird because like you have to play with like one of the Joy-Cons. You basically just play with like the right Joy-Con.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
which
a
is,
single controller
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool
Neat.
because like you'd be on your phone or whatever. It's like, ooh, I'm catching Pokemon.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm,
You can catch Pokemans while you're catching Pokemans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm catching Pokemans and looking at Bing.
All right, I know what you're doing.
Yeah,
You're poking at your man, sir.
there.
If you got one of those like ridiculously dorky chest mounts like you see sometimes when people are like live streaming their day or whatever out in the real world like idiots, you could probably Pokemon Go and Pokemon Let's Go at the same time
I think
until
I
you
could-
trip and break every
I
single
think I could do this now. I mean, maybe unless you mean like the walking around catching random Pokemons.
yeah, that's what I mean,
Yeah.
like playing Pokemon Go with
Ah.
your phone out in the real world while
I
you're
gotcha.
also playing Let's Go also in the real world.
Yeah,
When are they going to make a Snap? Because the Switch has the Switch is the machine that should host the next Pokemon Snap.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Never.
I don't know.
I mean,
Would you please tell your uncle that works at Nintendo to?
You're not
get on
alone
that?
in this.
I
Like,
know.
Lots of people are like, Pokemon Snap is the best thing ever, and I'm like, that was on the N64, so you're automatically wrong.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Good game, terrible controller.
I was like, I
game
refuse to
system.
believe there was anything good on the N64, despite me knowing they're better. But
Mm-hmm.
in fact, I've emphatically said multiple times that Mortal Kombat Trilogy is the last great Mortal Kombat game for a long time. Now we're
back to
now
having
we've
good-
caught
good
up
ones
to,
again.
Yeah, we caught up, but
That makes sense.
but yeah, for disc-based games, for a long time they were fucked.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's that for a half?
That's a good
That's
half.
a great half. Let's take a break.
Well, let's go take a break.
Okay.
Boy. Oh, my ears. I would like to be done by 11. I think we can do that with the second half, considering it's...
Yeah, I mean, all that big pile of things I have in a row are all really quick.
Okay.
I just gotta stretch my legs. I got 45 minutes to talk about God of War.
No, you don't.
You don't need 45 minutes. I do.
We'll talk about minute by minute. My playthrough.
You haven't even made it as far as I made it, so don't even try it.
Yeah, don't be
Busted.
tripping, dog.
Yeah, lower your tone. Like that.
That was disrespectful.
Respect the troop.
Yeah.
That was how I respect the truth.
Oh, troops don't care about that.
Oh man, but that really hurts my ears after a while. I need to get new glasses. What should I get, Chuck?
I don't know. Contacts.
No. I need big, thick glasses this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm sick of these little tiny wireframe things.
Yeah, you should get some Sally Jesse's like I've got.
Get you some thick plastic frames.
I'm gonna get some like Alton Brown has.
Are they the
He's-
octagonal ones?
No, he's just they're like real thick on the top and on the bars.
But then on the
Yeah.
underside.
Because he's looking more like me nowadays. Or I'm looking more like him, I don't know which, but he's got the hair cut short, he's got the beard going. What'd you say?
Boots with the fur.
Oh.
So I would say this. And I will say this into the microphone.
Oh.
'Cause it's an official recommendation of mine.
Okay.
You don't have to buy Warby Parkers,
Yeah.
but do the home try-on kit because it's free, and get 4 or 5 different styles that are similar to things you think you might like,
Yeah.
just so you can look at and see how they look on your face. And
And then you know
It-
what you're looking for.
right, then you can you can do that in the comfort of your home. You can stand there and ask your wife about it, walk around and see how you look in the mirror from different angles and shit.
So when they give it to you, do they give it to you just without lenses in them or something? Or
They've got just no prescription lenses in
Okay.
them.
Plastic.
Yeah. So
and so then you pick one and you send those back, and they go, "All right, we're going to put your lens prescription in that."
so the ones that they send you are all testers. They're not going to send you you don't pick one and they send those
Yeah.
specific frames. They will do up a new pair of glasses for you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do the home try-on, you don't have to buy. You're not obligated to buy anything. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to buy anything. So it's really no risk. And that's just so that you can try different styles of glasses on your face at home without having to go to an eye doctor and be standing in the fucking office for 30 minutes feeling more and more self-conscious about would you just fucking pick a pair.
Yeah. I do
just
need to
to
get
get an
my
idea.
eyes checked again, though.
Yeah.
I feel like it hasn't really changed, but I also feel like I should know
When
before I buy new glasses.
when was it? Yeah, you should. When was the last time you had your eyes checked?
2009.
Oh, you
your eyes
have
checked.
to. Yeah, you.
They will not sell you glasses unless
Yeah.
you get your eyes checked.
No one will sell you glasses or
Ah.
contacts. Yeah. No.
It's a scam.
It is. It totally is.
Just like my wife
I mean,
can't get her heart medication unless she goes to the heart doctor.
that's a scam too. Yeah.
and they keep like sending her out like, oh, we have to get an EKG and blood work and all this, and then like the bill comes back and it's like, oh, that EKG cost $800. Well then,
At least the eye doctor thing, like it's been 9 years. Your eyes have probably changed some.
Nah.
You will see better.
Nah, they're the same.
You'll be surprised how fucked
So
up your
it'll
eyes
be
are.
like the world will be like upgrading to a 4K TV.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll be like, whoa.
Yeah, you'll be like, holy
Uh-huh.
shit, things look great.
I can see things.
When I first put these on, I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that things were as fuzzy as they are.
That honestly,
Holy
like,
shit.
I didn't wear glasses for years and years and years, and then started wearing them. I was like, oh shit, wow, this is a lot easier to read street signs and stuff.
Yeah.
because I'm nearsighted apparently.
The world doesn't.
And
suck
so I
as
never
much.
had problems because I was like, oh, I'm looking at computers all day.
Right.
You know, I'd get headaches after watching a movie in an actual theater because I didn't realize everything was blurry to me.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty sweet.
Pretty.
I got
sweet.
Jen a Pokemon Go Plus,
Oh.
which basically is the same thing as the Pokeball.
Yeah.
Oh, the little
Yeah,
wristband thing?
Yeah, a little clicker.
Yeah.
She does not wear the wristband, obviously.
Right.
but
Obvious.
she's got the little clicker.
Is it worth a shit?
Yes and no. It makes it like if you're driving, it makes it way easier to hit stops
Ah, yeah.
because
Does it still have the speed restriction?
I don't think so. It's got a bigger window basically to click it.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So if you just if you just click it when it glows blue, that means it's a stop, and it'll just spin it. So
Okay,
you'll get
nice.
the stop, which when you're driving, it has to like open up, register, then let you spin. So
Right.
if you're going by too fast, you don't get to. But it is annoying in that anything that's like, all right, there's something in the yard, so she'll hit it, and then it's like, you didn't catch it, it ran away. It feels like at more than half of everything that she tries to catch runs away.
Eh.
So it's kind of like
But if it's just like,
yeah, she's just gonna use it at work because
Yeah.
she sits at a Pokestop. Basically, her office is.
I got you.
Pokestop.
She's gonna load up.
So
in
she can just spin.
balls.
And she can just click to throw balls at stuff because it's not going to matter because she's just going to get them refilled
Right.
right after that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like it. How much are those things going for these days? Are they still like $40-$30?
Oh, you can't get them anymore.
Oh.
So I had to go on eBay. I got it for like 35 on eBay. If Amazon, they wanted like 60 for it. So
Ugh. Is it smaller than this?
yes.
Oh yeah, it's like that big.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna say, just get one of these. They're readily available.
Yeah.
But those-
I'm holding out, hoping Jen gets me that and a Switch for Christmas.
Will
I'm not counting on it, but I figure that might happen. So, but if it doesn't, then I'm fucking buying it with my bonus. So
there you go.
There you go.
yeah.
Buy it for yourself. Do for yourself.
Yeah. Because Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
I was about to say, I feel
Coming
like
to Switch.
that should be part of what we talk about because I'm fucking hype as hell.
Yeah.
Like in
Well, we can talk that real
I was
quick.
gonna say, like, I mean, we'll just
Yeah.
come, while we're talking about Switch, we'll just come back and be like, hey,
Yeah.
no, speaking
Well,
of Switch,
Yeah, let's start the second half of that. You guys good?
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
You ready to go?
Sure.
Welcome back. Second half.
Hey, still a motherfucking video game podcast.
Oh, it so is.
Brought to you by Games.
Games
Yeah.
and game systems.
yeah.
Man,
We were having a little Switch discussion in the break, and
Yeah.
it brought up remembering that holy shit, they're actually making a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3,
I know.
and it's gonna be Switch exclusive. Which
I know.
I mean, I'm fine with it because I have one, but that's an odd decision.
Yeah.
It's a
bold
it's,
strategy, Cotton.
it's an odd thing all around because how long has it been? Like 10 years?
I want to say it was 2010 was the last one.
Okay, I felt like it was even before that, but I'll go with that.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time. Raven's gone. Like it makes me sad when I see Blops boot up, and it's like in association with Raven. I was like, let them make good games.
Yeah, God, Raven was awesome.
Yeah. But Team Ninja's making it. I believe Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is.
That's odd.
yeah, that is.
Yeah. You're correct.
Yeah. But hey,
That's odd.
looks like they're leaning hard into the MCU. Other than like,
I would expect that.
other than the Guardians look like the Telltale version of the Guardians, which
Hmm.
is, I mean, especially Gamora. Like I felt like that was a unique look in the Telltale game because like that doesn't even really look like comic book Gamora so
Yeah.
much, and it doesn't look like movie Gamora. So I felt like they lifted that asset and were like, we'll put it in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm in. So
Yeah, I might have to get a Switch for that. That and Pokemon.
Mhm.
And I should give Breath of the Wild another shot at some point.
Sure.
I need to get over like the whole breakable weapons thing.
Yeah.
That was my main thing. I kept finding a really good weapon and I'd never use it because I'm like, I don't want to use it because it's going to break. And it's like, then why even have it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I don't know. Just quick little Nintendo update. Just
Yeah,
Switch is getting pretty good.
I'll probably end up getting one.
Okay.
Also, the Nintendo service is pretty good too. I mean, like their version of needing online thing, even though you don't need it for online per se.
Yeah.
But it's $20 a year. It gives you like voice chat and all those other extra features and cloud saves and things like that. But the backwards library is pretty decent for a launch batch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of games in there.
Yeah, I mean,
Is Metroid on there?
yeah, original Metroid.
Good.
It's weird. So like they put Mario Brothers, Super Mario 1, and Super Mario 3. They skipped 2 for now. They have said they're going to keep adding more games as time goes on. So I'm just assuming that they'll be like, hey, 2's on there now too.
Yeah, 2's good.
Yeah.
Hey.
I like 2.
But yeah, like Punch Out's not on there yet, which makes me sad. But I
Aw.
know it's coming. So I don't know it'll be a Mr. Dream version, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to get there anyway.
Yeah.
So
But, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of not good enough to get there,
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
uh,
You started playing God of War.
I did. Yeah, I started playing God of War the week before Just Cause 4 came out, which was
Oh,
dumb. I shouldn't have done that.
you weren't gonna make it through
So
that
you
game in
played
a week.
God of War 4 and then
Just Cause 4.
Sunshine Scar 4.
Yeah. Yeah. And I initially wasn't going to play it at all because I still hadn't played 2 or 3 or Ascension.
Absolutely does not matter.
But yeah, I was just like, you know what? Who cares? This is a kind of a. I mean, it's a continuation, but it is also a completely redesigned kind of thing.
Yeah, it is not the same game.
I just want dumb spectacle and big things, and let's go.
You didn't get that early on in God of War. It gets there. I'll tell you this. I know you were not as far as I was.
Yeah.
It gets there.
Well, I don't have a problem with where I'm at now. I
Okay.
have had a great time so far. I put that thing on.
Baby mode.
Baby mode.
It's not. They don't call it that. It's called story mode, which is just
Oh,
like, do you just
shit.
want to experience the story? I'm like, yes, I do. So
I'm mocking, but that's the only way I'm going to go back and play that game.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, combat isn't 100% easy. You've still got to block and parry and do stuff like that, so it still can be frustrating if all you want to do is button mash your way through it. So it's not 100% simple, but
It's got to be simpler than the way I was
It-
playing it, where it's just like, hey, look, random leech is going to kill you.
yeah, well, so far it does seem like anyone who was complaining about the
Or
game's
leak.
difficulty didn't play it on this mode because
Yeah.
this is just, I don't think I've died
Yeah.
yet. I've enjoyed everything. I like the big dumb spectacle of this. I think it's I don't know. I like what it's doing so far. And I don't think I've gotten to the point where the game completely opens up, so I think it's still holding my hand a little bit. I have not deposited the ashes at the place where they get deposited.
Okay.
I'm still running errands for a witch
Okay.
because my idiot kid shot her magical boar or whatever.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Boy.
Yes, the
Boy.
boy. I wanted to start a drinking game. Like how many
Don't.
times
Don't.
he says "boy," and then
Don't.
I realized, oh, that's his only line of dialogue.
Yeah.
But God, how he doesn't murder that child
Yeah.
is amazing. It's interesting to watch a legit God of War try to be a dad, and there are moments where he is just like, "Son, I'm gonna fucking listen." You can't do that. You can't run away from me. We're at the mall. You got to stay next to me.
Jason.
Press X to Jason.
So you haven't gotten to the point where it's like, here are the worlds you can visit.
I kind of did, but I think
But
I'm
it
in the
forces
first
you to
one.
go to like one of them.
Yeah.
But you see the others, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Like you get in a boat and it's just like, okay, row to this land and do a thing.
Yeah.
The witch needs you to bring back magical
Yep.
petals or
It's
whatever.
It's interesting. Like people have told me you don't go to all of them.
Really?
So everyone was like, oh, well, DLC.
Mm-hmm.
And that never happened. Or if it has, they haven't said a word. But, I mean, most games, that came out, what, April?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's 3/4 of the year has gone by since then, and we haven't heard a peep about anything else with that game, which, as far as I know, that sold really well.
I could see it as that they were being more pure to the mythology of the area and not necessarily saying, and you will go to these places.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe. I don't know. It just, that seemed to be like what everyone said
yeah.
at the time, and it just kind of never surfaced, which
they're going to drop a surprise DLC on December 24th called Kratos Kringle versus the Krampus.
I would go to that world.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so you're enjoying it, Chuck.
Yeah, and I think where it really, and this again early on, I think where it clicked for me was when the dude from Lost shows up at the beginning, and
Smoke Monster?
no, the Jeremy Davies, who's playing I guess he's Loki, or no,
Baldur, isn't it?
he shows up at your house.
The
and
guy
he's
you can't kill.
yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
get out here and fight me.
I thought it was Loki. Didn't he say he was Loki?
Maybe I don't know, but
I could have sworn he said he was Baldur, but
just
either way, it's the guy in the beginning that you
Yeah.
have to fight for like 45 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
'Cause you're like, just die already, you asshole.
Yeah, but I just like their weird, like, meth trucker version of him.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, come out here and fight me. And you're just like, oh, God damn it. Punch, throw him out and get out of here. And he's just like, that didn't hurt. I can't feel pain. You were going to make me feel pain. Come on. And I don't know. Just fucking that guy up was just really pleasurable.
Well, yeah, because you're just like, man, just leave me alone.
Yeah. And I like how Kratos can just kind of like concentrate really hard and all of his injuries go away. Like he's just covered in blood and filth and he just goes, "Rrrr," and then it just, he's fine again.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big blue man again.
Yeah.
He's a god of war.
So,
What do you expect, boy?
yeah. And then just being out in the world and there's just the giant world snake is just hanging out like in the background, just like watching you do shit. And it's just like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. We'll see how it, because I apparently have another 30 hours to go. So
That's still you get to the open world part.
I was going to say, I haven't felt like I'm in an open world yet because I haven't felt distracted. It's just all been like point A to point B, go. And there have
Yeah.
been like little baubles along the way, little collectible bullshit. And if I see them, I've picked them up, but I haven't really like gone out of my
Yeah.
way to look for them. But yeah, it's fine. I like it. So
Yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah,
I need to get back to it at some point.
it looks really good on the Pro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good looking game.
It looked good on the regular PS4.
Yeah.
It just sounded like a jet engine, but it
Well,
looked
just wait
good.
till you get your new glasses. Then you'll be like, whoa.
4K.
So, this other game, there's not much really to say about it. It's called Gravel. It's a racing game. It's like a B-tier racing game. Surprise.
I've
Is it
never
like
heard of this.
A rally game?
It's a off-road, but it's weird. It's just a bunch of weird, crazy events. This very much feels like a Dreamcast era game, like just one of those games where it's just
Tell
like
me more.
Yeah, I'm listening.
you're going mudding and you're doing rallycross and here's a thing, and it's just like now you're in a stadium, and it's just different areas that are all. It's just very arcadey racing in the mud, basically.
Okay.
Arcade mud.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to come to this right after Forza Horizon 4 because you're like, man, the driving in that is real tight and it's pretty good. So this is very clearly kind of a B tier thing. It's no frills, except for one frill, which is that the bosses of each chapter that you're playing through are all FMV douchebags. Like they haven't gone to the Need for Speed lengths. No one ever will, but they've filmed like these. You know how they just take all the NFL players at the beginning of the season and have them just filming a bunch of poses of them, like arms crossed and, holding something out to the camera, and just so they use those for every bumper they ever do. So the game will constantly remind you that you're racing against Curtis McGillicuddy or whoever, and there's just some red-bearded fuck in overalls that's just doing all the poses and standing in some studio looking mean. And that's kind of the extent of that, but it's just weird that there are like these 5 or 6 actual humans in it.
Is it a little like Razor Callahan action?
No, there's literally no interaction. Kind of like when you get
Just
to
on the hunt for a Razor Callahan.
I know.
Again.
I was hoping that when the game started and I saw that, I was like, oh, this might be the thing. Surprise for everyone. This is going to be fantastic. They really don't give you any of that. So, but it was a fun little surprise to see. But
How many dollars is this racing game?
It was $12 on Black Friday.
Okay.
And for me, I was like,
For me, I was like, I agree.
Surprise cat.
it was $12 on Black Friday. That was the right price for a genre I enjoy. Yeah, and I think it was at the Microsoft store, and they were just like, "Get this shit the fuck out, take it away." So, I've got a physical copy if people want to check it out. So,
That sounds like something I want to check
yeah,
out on the
it's-
Xbone.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just real simple, basic dirt.
All right.
Dirt racing, but it's not dirt.
Dirt,
the
Jeep, dirt.
series game. Anyway, that's all I got.
All right.
Yeah. Speaking of games I need to get back to.
Yeah. Man, I gotta. This feels like it's been a really long year, in multiple ways, but I
It
think
has.
I think my
I can confirm.
I think my front runner for Fody is I mean spoilery maybe, but I think it might be Spider-Man,
What?
Spider-Man.
That is a good game.
It's a really goddamn good game, and man, the next DLC, the first one was the heist. What was the next one? I finished it. You
This
think
one
This one?
is called the one where you fight Jigsaw.
not Jigsaw, Hammerhead.
Hammerhead. Same guy, except not his face messed up.
City that never sleeps.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, City That Never Sleeps.
Yeah, that's
That
the next
one.
DLC.
The one with Hammerhead.
Yeah,
Who's not Jigsaw.
right. Yeah, because that's a Punisher character.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, like I don't think this one's quite as solid as the heist one, just because I think the Black Cat stuff was really good. It's still solid. It's just like I said, I don't think I liked it quite as much. But in that time, since I last talked about it, I finished that one, 100%ed it, and I went ahead and did my New Game Plus playthrough, like mainlining the story. So I once again have 100% trophies in that game.
Yeah.
And I plan to continue that because, I mean, the next DLC should be relatively easy. I will say, man, like, thank God for the DLCs as far as, like, unlocking the rest of the stuff, because challenge tokens, man, they throw some more at you, and it's like, oh, thank you so much, because it was bugging me that I didn't have, like, 3 things unlocked, and I was like, I can't 3-star these other challenges. Like, I've tried multiple times, but now it's just like, oh, you mean I just have to 2-star everything? I got that. But yeah, it's really fun. It's my jam. It's somebody got some Batman and my Spider-Man, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to say.
Is there another DLC coming after this?
I think there's 2 more. I want to say I remember it was a 4-part thing.
Man,
You're right, yeah.
I'm going to have so much fun
Yeah.
playing all of them.
Yeah.
The weird thing about the DLCs is it's not a big deal if you've 100%ed the game or whatever. So like I've been playing the DLCs on my normal playthrough, not the ultimate whatever hard version is. So if you've 100%ed it, it's fine. You just like, oh, start DLC. But it's like it takes over that save for a little while until you finish it, and then you can go back to like the main game. So it's like it's segmented out, but it takes your progress of your save, says you're playing this for a little while, and then when you finish it, you can start the next one, and it becomes your main
So
save
it kind of
again.
locks you into playing.
Yeah,
through it.
it's like once you're like start the DLC, it's like no, you need to play this now, which is bad only because like I didn't have some of the things I unlocked thanks to extra challenge tokens in the New Game Plus. You know, so it was like all right, whatever. You know, I don't need them, but it's just a little weird that it's fragmented out like that. So my New Game Plus will never have like all the suits unlocked and everything.
Oh, no.
Aw.
Oh well.
Yeah, oh well.
Oh well.
So
It's-
they add good suits in this new DLC? Or
I'm trying to remember.
I mean, since they won't do black suits, they got to be running low at this point.
Yeah, they did like a British version. It looks almost like Captain Britain, but Spider-Man suit version, I think, is in the second one.
Have they put a Peter Porker one in yet?
No. I don't think they can do that just because the scaling would look weird if it was full-size Peter Porker. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, none of the suits have been like, wow, that's an amazing suit. I've got to switch to that. Like, even like the ones that look kind of cool, like when you're in the pause menu, look really dumb in the game. Like that Spirit Spider, Ghost Rider-y looking one.
Yeah.
Looks really fucking stupid when you're riding around or swinging around in the game. So I think the vintage comic book one is the best, except for unless you're trying to play serious. Like you don't want to have that in the cutscenes because it's just it takes all pathos out of it.
Of course.
But like otherwise, it's just like give me the classic one, the Stark one, or even Iron Spider looks all right. You know, like but I think every other one looks just like there's something off about all the other ones the way they look,
Yeah.
especially in like the game. But because I tried, I was like, what do I have to lose? I mean, like let's just run around in another Spider-Man costume. I'm like,
Wait,
"Oh,
was
this
there a
looks-"
$20.99 in it?
There's like 3 $20.99 ones.
Nice.
There's like a red one, a black one, and like a white one or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, and a Scarlet Spider, and I'm trying to think what else.
Yeah. I remember Scarlet Spider one. I just
Yeah.
couldn't remember if $20.99 was in it.
Yeah, I think they're like later unlock ones. So
Okay.
I think one of them's actually from the DLC. One of them, but anyway, yeah, it's just it's still great. So that's all I have to add. I guess it's all me. Shit. Okay.
It is all you,
not
my
quite all
friend.
me. There's one quick break. Yeah, I want to talk about one game. Again, thanks to Cyber Month, I had this itch to play like a SimCity-esque style management sim kind of game. And rather than pick one, because I knew I kind of wanted to play Jurassic World Evolution, because when I borrowed that from you, I liked what I played, and I was like, I want to play more. But setting wise, not that I don't love Jurassic Park, but I'm kind of a space nut. Like, I love space shit. So there's one called Surviving Mars. And I was like, well, that sounds very much like my jam. Like, partial survival management sim, play the Martian, only or more well organized. That sounds exactly like something I want to play. So I bought it kind of sort of sight unseen, which was dumb because there was a free Steam weekend like right before it, and I didn't take advantage.
Ooh, this is a Paradox game.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's deep.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is going to be complex.
Yeah, I really want to like it, but man, like I was like midway through the tutorial, and I was like, my brain can't take any more information right now.
Yeah.
I gotta quit.
Ma, I can feel it. My brain is leaking out.
The shitter's full, Clark. But yeah, like it's super pretty and like it's very complex, but like I could see that it would be awesome. I unfortunately think it's not going to be for me just because of how complex it is, and like I totally regret buying it on the Xbox because
Yeah.
like when I got into it, I was like, shit, I thought this was going to be like something that would be controller friendly, and it's like it's really not.
Yeah.
Like I think Jurassic World Evolution is pretty controller friendly, but
The art style's pretty sweet, though.
yeah, it is.
Well, you can use mouse and keyboard on the Xbox, can't you now?
You can, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's just not the same.
Yeah, and I think the game has to support it too. Like I don't know how it works overall. I don't know. It's kind of sketch right now, but I don't know. Like I said, I really really want to like that game because it's pretty and there's drones and mining and all kinds of things you would do on Mars, and it's just it's complex.
Like, are there hammers?
Wrong kind of Mars. Like yeah, this is.
So boring ass Mars.
Well, yeah, this is like
Shitty
pseudo
Mars.
realistic future Mars. Like not like let's blow shit up.
Well, I mean, like having to fight back against evil, like Earth-based oppressors from Mars. That feels like that's kind of gonna happen eventually.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Probably
you're gonna use a hammer.
Yeah, we're not gonna have a red state. We're gonna have a red planet.
Yes.
Just send all them there. God damn it! Don't get me too out of my thing. Get off Mars.
Get off my
Yes.
Mars.
Yeah.
Well
hey,
said.
hey, friendo, plenty of jobs on Mars. You just go to Mars then.
Flat Marsers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Get up to Mars. This is flat too.
Anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say about Surviving Mars.
Okay.
However, we have a special guest to invite to talk about the next game.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I look forward to this special guest.
Hey guys,
Holy
Mark the Ninja back,
holy
remastered,
shit.
better than ever. Mark the Ninja's here.
Boy, he sure is.
Holy shit, I'm off my meds. But guys, Mark the Ninja Remastered's here, and it's fucking great. It was always a great game, and it's still a great game. It just looks even better now. Anyway, that's all. Bye.
Hey, Mark,
Boy, I'm glad Mark
do
the
they
Ninja
add
stopped
anything
by.
to the game?
Oh, I'm sorry,
is
he's gone.
Oh.
I'll field the question for him.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much it's still Mark the Ninja. Mark of the Ninja.
Oh.
Sorry, he confused me for a second.
He does that.
But yeah, no, it's just man, like that was a game that looked really good, and somehow they made it look better. I don't get it. Like it's still just
4K.
More pixels.
It is 4K now. Yes, it's a damn pretty game, and I liked Shank, but like I fucking love Mark of the Ninja.
is way
It's
better.
so much better. Like Shank is fun, but like Mark of the Ninja is a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, Shank just goes on for too fucking long.
Yeah,
Like it's
that's
like
that's what I was.
and it's like you're doing the same thing still.
Yeah.
Like that was Shank's problem, but it looked really cool. And yeah, it feels like Mark of the Ninja is where they took the lessons they learned from that and were like, all right, here's how we make an actual awesome game.
yeah. But I mean, I honestly don't know how this showed up on my Xbox. Is it an Xbox Game Pass thing?
If you owned the original,
oh,
you got the
nice.
remaster.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Because I have it as well. I just
Okay.
haven't played it, obviously.
Well, because like I knew
They know.
Well, I knew like Steam did that because like it was like $2 and upgraded to the remastered edition or something like that. So I did it on Steam next day. I'm like, oh shit, this is on the Xbox. Well, I'm going to play through this again because why not play through a game for the third time?
Word.
Yeah, but I did.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about replaying a game is I was just like, yeah, if I see a scroll, I'll do it. Like I don't need to unlock everything. Like I'm not going for achievements. I just want to fucking play this game because it's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried some new things. Like that's the other refreshing thing about replaying a game is it's like I'll try this way now. I'm still not gonna go for like a no kill because it's a fucking ninja. Like I'm not. It's like fuck. Ninjas aren't peaceful.
Right.
They're murder machines.
Yeah.
This isn't Mark of the Batman.
Yeah. The only good
Batman's a
ninja
murder
is
machine,
one
too.
who murders.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's Mark of the Ninja. It's really good. If you, I guess if you had a free upgrade, you should try it again because it looks really good. Plays really good.
Agreed.
Anyway, that's all, guys. Mark the Ninja out.
Thanks,
Ah.
Mark.
Okay, well I'm still going. This is gonna be a quick one.
Yeah.
I just I
I
have a lot of time in FTL. I haven't talked about FTL in a really, really, really long time.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
So I kind of went back to FTL and I said, what have I not done in FTL? And that question that irked me and plagued me was I didn't really care about unlocking all the ship layouts for each ship because there's a bunch I just don't care for that style of ship. Like I don't like the rock cruiser because it's all missile based and I hate having weapons that have a time limit, like or a certain number of shots needed and then you can run out and it's like, well, I can't do anything now. But I was like, I at least want to unlock the base ships of every type. So the only one I didn't have was the Crystal Cruiser, which is fucking ridiculous to try to unlock. I mean, as someone with 500 plus hours in FTL, I didn't have the Crystal Cruiser. Now, thankfully, and I wish I could quote who it was, but we have so much chatting on our Discord, I don't even remember who it was. Somebody said, there's somewhat of a workaround to get the Crystal Cruiser a little bit easier. Because normally what you have to do is there's random game events in it. I think they call them RNG. I don't know what that stands for.
Random
number generator.
Number generator. Okay, so there's an RNG thing that first, like when the first couple sectors, you have to be lucky enough that one type of sector appears, and then not only that, but find the special event inside the sector, which will give you a damaged stasis pod. Then you take that pod and you hope that one of the next sectors is this type so that you will find a thing that goes, hey, we can open that damaged stasis pod. And then suddenly you have a crystalline person on your ship, a new crew member. Mm-hmm. When you have that crystalline person on your ship, you then have to hope that one of the next planets down the line is the rock homeworlds. Because then there is a quest that will appear that you can go there and teleport to a hidden sector that's not even on the map and fight a battle, and it will unlock the Crystal Cruiser. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much bullshit, because the chances of all three of those things happening in one game are fucking insane. Especially when you can't, like, when you start the game, okay, well, I need a green sector or a red sector, because that's just the color coding they are, but you can't see what they are ahead of time in the timeline. Mm-hmm. You just got to get to the end and be like, well, not this run, restart. Not this run, restart. Except the trick that someone gave me was if you do the events to unlock the, I think, C-type layout of the rock cruiser, you start with the crystal guy on your ship. So you can bypass the first two RNGs.
Oh, nice.
And just all you need is the rock homeworlds.
Okay.
I've done that. I went through all the steps. I got that guy. I can't find the fucking rock homeworlds now that I have the ship.
Oh, no.
I have played it like 30 more fucking times and never gotten the goddamn rock
no.
homeworlds. Or, even worse, one time I got to the rock homeworlds and I got fucking killed. And I never die in that game.
Wow.
Like, it was just like, holy shit, every fucking, cacophony of thing that could fucking blow me up was in this one battle, and I couldn't escape. It was like they just were missile damaging every system I had. I couldn't even just be like, fuck it, I don't care, run away. It's been the most infuriating thing ever, trying to unlock this goddamn last ship. Even now that I've taken the quote-unquote easy route. I'm not saying I won't do it. It's just, for a game that I've loved so much for so long, this has pissed me off so much, because I've probably played 40 or 50 or 100 games. I mean, restarting very quickly when I realize it's not going to happen, but just now that I've got it down to one RNG and I still can't fucking do it, it's infuriating. It's like, it's at that point where you start to question, like, is it just like is the AI in the game just built to be an asshole? Like, is it 100% like,
Yes.
we know what you're trying to do, so fuck you? Like, is
Yes.
that what it's doing? And
Probably.
I don't know.
I bet.
Yeah, because I feel like I've seen the Rock Home World thousands of times in other playthroughs. Like, it's no big deal to find that. It's like okay, there's the Rock Home World. It's a cluster of red planets. Go over there. There it is. And now that I have this ship and I can do it, can't fucking find it. So I don't know. Maybe
Well,
maybe
that's
one last
sad.
final FTL update where I go, success. Play the doors. I found the crystal ship.
Man.
But hasn't happened yet. Anyway,
It'll happen for you one day.
one day. Speaking of things
Another 500
finally
hours.
happening
Uh-huh.
on games that are a little bit random,
Yeah.
I beat Dead Cells. Woo!
Nice.
Woo! Strangely enough, on the fucking Switch. So, like, I don't know if I said last time that I rebought the game because,
Yeah.
like, I moved the PC into being a PC with mouse and keyboard, and I was like, I really like sitting playing Dead Cells with a controller, and Steam links and all that shit suck. So I was just like, I'll buy it on the Switch. I can take it wherever I want to go. And I beat it on the fucking Switch, of all things, after however many goddamn hours on Steam I played. But yeah, that's just a really good game. I mean, the ending is just like, hey, yep, start over again. But no, I mean, that's not really a spoiler. It's I think you kind of knew that was probably going to happen. But
Yes, I did.
considering how the game begins, you can kind of assume what's going to happen at the end. That it's just a fucking loop that you're in, like a purgatory thing. But yeah, it's like, if you happen to have the right combination, the last dude is really not that hard to beat. Like, you just need you need some way to stop him, and the wolf traps work the best.
They always do.
And yeah, if you can stop him like charging across the screen and knock, because like basically it's this fight and there's two spike pits on either side, so it kind of makes the fighting field a little bit smaller. And so he'll charge at you and like knock you in those spike pits and kill you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But the wolf traps like totally stop that. Like, he goes to charge, like, I'm stopped.
Yep.
So, but yeah, like, beat the hand of the king, and that's still a really good game. And that boss fight was a little hard, but I did it. But I'm happy.
You've had a
about
long journey with that game, going all the way back into early access last year.
that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I cheated because I put that on my Foodies list, and it wasn't even really technically out.
Yeah, it was on your list last year.
Yeah. Guess what?
So you could be early on the hype train there.
yeah,
Yeah.
with Dead Cells hipster baby.
Yep.
Great.
But yeah, yeah, you should still play that game. I keep seeing it for not a huge sale. I mean, I feel like some people, it's like, if it's not 50% off, I'm not buying it. But
Dude,
God,
full price, that game's awesome.
yeah, that game is totally worth $25. So,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I didn't even feel bad that like a week later on the Switch it was like, oh, it's 20% off now. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
tip jar, baby. Like, this game's fucking great.
That's how it was with Hitman.
Yeah.
I was like, full price, whatever. Here, take it.
Yeah, fucking, you take it.
Yeah.
You take it and you like it.
Take my money.
Here. Dead Cells.
Make that money.
Spend it.
I really need to try Hollow Knight. Like, I know it's supposed to be like a really hard version of that, but
It's different. It's not
yeah,
the same thing.
I know, but I just
It is very much a straight up like Metroid Castlevania game, whereas Dead Cells is kind of, it's like, all right, here's the gameplay of that, but
Yeah.
on its own thing.
Yeah.
Whereas Hollow Knight is very much, this is your progression path.
yeah. Oh, I will say the last thing about Dead Cells is just that, like, when I started on the Switch, it was like first playthrough I had 2 out of 3 special runes, like the ability runes, because I just knew exactly where to go. Like,
Yeah.
that's the nice thing about starting over is like a game like that. I started with nothing basically, and it was just like, well, I know if I go here, 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 and that's how you get this, and go here, here, oh, there's that, and like I said, it just didn't work out like in one playthrough that I could knock out all 3. Just because I think you have to go in a different direction, but it was like really quick to get the spider rune and everything that was driving me crazy on the first time I tried to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I still say the whichever one is like, there's 2. There's like one where there's the poison gas everywhere, and then the one where you have to keep the things lit. Both those levels can fuck right off.
Yes, those levels
I
suck.
bypass those every time now. I never go there unless I have to. Those 2 levels can just eat
With
a dick.
good reason.
Yeah,
They suck.
yeah. The light up one, if I had a choice, I would go there because unless you're trying to explore the whole level, you can get to the exit pretty easily. But that gas one could just fuck right off.
Yeah. What is the strategy for that one?
Which one? The gas,
the gas one.
Just pretty much go fast. Like, hope you had good. Like, that's pretty much how I got through it. Is just like, hope you had good shit because I'm not going to be exploring this level at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. Dead Cells. Buy it.
Dead Cells. Speaking of cells,
Oh.
phones.
Oh, cellular.
Oh.
Mobile corner.
Man, talking about Dead Cells, I've been playing this game so much my battery died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone.
So, you pointed this out to me, Chuck.
Yeah, this is more of a public service announcement than anything else. If you played the game Wordament back in the day, mainly probably on an iPhone,
Yes.
you probably downloaded it because it was a Microsoft game that
Was that
gave
the
you
first one
achievements.
the first mobile game with achievements?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it wasn't many. I think it was like
It was
50.
Yeah. It was easy, whatever it was, to 100%.
Yeah. It was real easy and everyone forgot about it. But a lot of people probably didn't delete it. Well, guess what? They wrote over it.
Mm-hmm.
They wrote over it with the same game, just super spiffied up
Yep.
and with 1,000 achievement points.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I know.
I don't even care about you. What am I
Yeah,
doing?
I don't know.
I didn't like Wordament back then.
It's, it's still the same game. They've put a lot of trappings around it to make it like Solitaire. By that, I mean they're window dressing on their Solitaire app, which is there's like a quest mode, which is just like this map that you go through. It's no big deal, really. But there's like daily challenges and all this stuff. There's a lot to do in it. More than there was before, because I think everyone got those 50 achievement points on that first game, and we're like, nah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
Can you only get it if you had it still downloaded?
no. You can still download it,
You're like, if they overwrote it. It's like
Yeah.
secret release.
and it's ad supported, so it doesn't cost anything.
Boo.
Yeah.
Apparently, I do have achievements in it. It doesn't really notify you.
It doesn't in game, no.
Yeah.
I feel like Solitaire does.
It does.
Okay. Yeah. For some reason, this one doesn't. Maybe that's a setting from the original settings that we all turned off, or maybe because it was tied to Game Center or whatever that was.
Most likely.
But yeah, it's just something to do at night when you're laying in bed and you don't want to read the news. That's how I look at these things. That and Solitaire are just like, yeah, I could do that for a few minutes and get sleepy and go to bed.
Oh, sleepy Chuck.
Yeah.
Sleepy
Somebody's
Wordament.
Yo.
taking a train to sleepy time. Chuck.
It's not my favorite kind of game. It's basically Boggle, and I'm not a big fan of Boggle because
Oh,
I just
shit.
feel stupid.
I'm going to get 11 points off the word Quagmire.
All right.
Yeah, but it's like Boggle, but it's specific, like part of your tasks for the level. It's a weird one in that it's like, make 6 3-letter words.
Yeah, it gives you certain.
And I'm like, I made 6 4-letter words.
That should also
so-
count.
Yeah.
yeah, but it
Just
doesn't.
give me the thing. Or it'll be like, I use this, use the, the QU
Mm-hmm.
tile
Yeah.
3 times or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're looking for something like that, that'll give you some points, and
And it's free.
yeah.
So there's that.
There's worse ways to spend your time, and the ads aren't like there's one banner ad across the bottom of the screen the whole time. I've never seen it. Like, I'd probably put 5 hours into this app, and then yesterday looked down and was like, oh, there's an ad on the screen. I'd
Yeah.
never seen that. So
Yep.
yeah, it just I had one like video play at one point between levels, and I actually found the video slightly offensive, but
Oh, no.
it was some like buy virtual lotto tickets, and I'm just like, the fuck? No. It's
No,
just,
sir.
It's just some guy in New
Absolutely
Jersey
not.
just like, I came up with a system that you can play
Oh,
scratchers
those
on the
fucking
internet. And I'm
guys.
like, no, fuck you. Fuck everything about you. I am offended by this ad.
Advertising on mobile games. I'm offended by that.
Yeah. I mean, just give me those weird Final Fantasy ads where it's like, there's no way the game looks like this.
Yeah.
Come play with me, my lord.
I don't know. I tried Clash of Clans and I couldn't find Kate Upton or
See?
whatever she was advertising.
Or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, he was doing it too?
Yeah.
He was doing Mobile Strike.
Yeah, Mobile
Oh,
Strike.
that's. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Mobile Strike.
But
Every mobile game is the same fucking
Yeah.
game to me,
all it
except
did,
Pokemon
he
Go.
made me play every game on my mobile, like just smashing the fat finger on the screen like
Yeah.
he does in that commercial.
It's
He's like, oh,
strike.
launch a strike.
Yeah.
Pop. Pop. Pop.
He smashed 47 iPhones
Yeah.
that day
Yeah. He does
into
that.
dust.
What a guy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess that's Mobile Corner.
Sure.
Pokemon
I'm still-
Go.
Yeah, I'm still playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, you all three played it at dinner.
We did. Because we were at a gym.
Yeah.
I had to put my
Yeah, we were totally giving ourselves a
I
workout.
had to put my
Yeah,
gym
we're
in the
we're,
gym.
we're getting
motherfucker.
swole.
Yeah, my stomach was getting swole.
They tried to battle, and I was like, no, don't even try it.
Yeah,
I like sending gifts to my friends.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
very
even
nice.
know what fucking color team you guys are on.
He's on the yeller one. I'm on the red one.
I think okay. We're team red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go red.
All right.
Reds.
Yeah, I got Jen.
Better red than yellow.
No,
Doesn't even rhyme.
I got Jen one of those Pokemon Go pluses,
Mhm.
little clicker, so she can click it at her desk, get her spins in.
Click.
Yeah,
Ooh, click.
little cookie clicker.
Does she know there are games that you can click? Little clickers.
No, I'm not showing her any of those.
Oh, you should show her a cookie.
No,
clicker.
she likes the Pokemon. Thing is, now we've gone down the rabbit hole of finding shinies.
Oh no. Are you feeling okay?
That's all we care about. Like we'll go around like it's not a shiny. Fuck it. Get
How
that
do you
fucking
find
thing
how
out
do
of
you
here.
find shinies? I don't even know how.
It is just random.
Is it
chance.
random? It's just random? Okay.
But on community days, they're like everywhere.
Okay, all right. There was a community day on what, the 30th, I think?
It was whatever a few Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally missed it.
Yeah. The community days are good for getting stuff.
Yeah.
The best one though, sadly, was when we were in Jamaica. And it
Yeah,
was
you
like-
got
and
the
then, like-
Rasta Pokemons.
No, we couldn't participate in any of it.
Oh no, because you couldn't
Yeah,
use mobile data.
so we missed
Ah.
the one of the best shinies. The Beldum looks fucking awesome when you evolve it up. Yeah,
Shame.
couldn't get one, so I'm screwed.
Catch a Raichu by the beach.
Yeah. But I got a shiny Omanite, so that's pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool.
He's all purple.
I am like just random as shit. Like what will happen to me is I will play 6 days in a row and then like on a Saturday just like not even leave the house, or Sunday something, not even leave the house. I'm like, "Oh man, I lost my streak."
Yep.
I don't really give a shit, but I lost my streak and I'm kind of disappointed about it.
And I thought about you the other day because
Oh, really?
I've been seeing Ingress ads on Instagram.
It's because they just launched not too long ago a new version of Ingress that's like an entirely separate app.
Yeah.
Don't play it.
I'm not going to. The closest I was going to get was to take a screenshot and send it to you and go,
Okay,
"Look,
and-
did you know here's a new thing?"
I did,
Yeah, okay.
and I am pointedly ignoring it.
Okay, fantastic.
Apparently, they're going to do like an anime or something too. I don't fucking know. It's wild.
Oh no.
Who knows what's
Not
going on
an
over at
Is it just
Niantic.
big-eyed kids going up to doors and guys with shotguns come outside?
I hope not. I hope it's
Is
like
that the plot of Battle Angel Alita? Big-eyed kids going to doors and their shotguns.
I believe
Yeah, I
so.
think
I don't know the plot of any anime.
I believe that's also the plot of all anime.
It's not. That's not an anime. The thing I was talking about.
I don't see. I don't know what any animes are. Like you could say
You could put three dumb words together.
Three dumb
and I would
words
go, Yeah,
together.
that's probably the plot of that anime.
Nintendo Genesis Evangeline Lilly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my favorite
I
anime.
catch one of those.
that's a good. That's a good.
Gotta
one.
catch them all. Anyway, I just like it's a very good idle. I'm sitting at a restaurant waiting for food game for me.
Mm-hmm.
It destroys my battery anymore, but
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little rough on it. I have a coworker who's maxed out his level, so he's kind of crazy to trade stuff with. But
I imagine.
My problem now is like they turned on that adventure tracker thing, which
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know uses
Keeps
your
track of
Apple
your
Watch
steps.
and all that
Yeah.
stuff even when you don't have the thing open. I'm hatching eggs like a mofo that I'm
Oh,
about,
yeah.
I'm about to run out of eggs
Yeah,
because
all
like
them eggs.
yeah, like I just don't play the game actively
Oh.
enough. I'm like
Are
shit.
you opening your gifts, sir? You get special eggs in your gifts.
Well, I don't like to open.
it's GIFs.
I don't. Yeah, the creator
I know
says
it.
they're called GIFs.
Gifts.
No, the problem is like not every Pokestop gives you gifts to give.
Yeah, so you feel bad about.
Yeah, I don't want to open other people's gifts.
I
Or
will give
gifs.
you permission to open
Yeah.
up my gifts.
Okay.
I was full up for so long, I just wasn't opening people's gifts at all.
I know.
And- and
I
people-
I watched it go by. I was like, every
multiple
day
people
Mackie has not.
unfriended me. Multiple
Really?
people dropped me,
I would.
and I was like, it's not like I was stealing gifts from you.
Right, you weren't opening them because
Yeah.
you just couldn't. Yeah, there was a while I had no gifts to give, so I won't open gifts if I don't.
That's
have
what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
feel bad because I've done that before where I'll spin several stops and I'm like I've got a gift and I open up someone's gift and I'm like you don't have any to send and I'm like I feel like a horrible person. I'm so sorry. Apologize to your wife, by the way. I've done that to her a couple times where I'm like I have a gift.
Well, she's like, I sent him a gift and he hasn't opened it yet. That's what she says.
She's
so it's
more
bad.
mad
She
about.
gets
yeah.
mad that you haven't opened it.
Well then fine. I'll
She's
go.
she's an
Well, that's-
aggressive giver.
Well, that's true. She does work at a Pokestop, so I won't feel bad about opening her gifts because she probably
Yeah.
gets a
Hey, wait.
buttload of them.
She hasn't sent me a gift.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Time for a divorce.
Yeah.
You need to send me your wife's friend code so I can send her.
She
gifts.
caught a cadabra, though, so...
Nice.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, this friend
I guess she
still has an
stopped-
unopened gift from me.
She stopped
so now
opening
I
my-
can talk shit to her.
She stopped sending me gifts. I think that's because I never opened them.
Mm.
I did actually send her one though the other day. I was thinking it was at Tijuana Flats. and-
Chuck is just shaking his head like, what the fuck is wrong with all of you? You should get Pokemon Go, Chuck.
No, thank you.
We can send you gifts.
No, thank you.
Why don't
Gifts.
you like things that are fun?
We'll send
Chuck?
you animated gifts.
I do like things that are fun.
They are animated gifts.
Wait, can you only send gifts to certain people from? Because like I can't
No,
send
you
her
can
a
send
gift.
gifts to anybody.
No, I can't send her a gift, but I can send you a gift.
Well, she probably has not
Oh,
opened
open
your
my
gift
last one.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
all right. That's
That's-
what it is.
You can't send multiple unwanted gifts.
Fine.
If you
fine,
tap on the gift icon, it will tell you why you can't send it to him.
fine.
Yeah, but apparently they added PvP.
Yeah.
I
To the
heard
game.
that they did, but I
It's
have
only
no
level.
idea.
It's only level 40 people right now, so
Oh,
it'll
fuck.
trickle
Oh, well.
down to us plebes.
Oh, fuck 'em.
Eventually.
Which means I'll never have it. I'm level 23.
Nah, you'll get it with everyone else. It's like
fucking
they do it to 40s first, and then they drop down to all the
Oh.
other people.
Oh.
Because the level 40 people are the ones that are like, oh, they'll break this for us,
Right.
and they go from there.
Yeah. Pokemon.
yeah.
You should play, Chuck.
Okay.
We can go out and Pokemon together or something.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to do any of that.
No. I'm not.
Jen and I have found a lot of nice parks on Community Day,
Yeah.
and met a lot
Chuck,
of nice Pokemon playing people.
Would you like to go walk around parks with me?
No.
Be honest.
You can go to parks
No,
and do some
Be
recreation.
actual honest. Yeah, you know you.
Yeah,
Chuck,
Anyway,
Chuck and I already see enough of each other. He doesn't want to hang out with me.
y'all hang out all the time.
That's what I mean.
Delightful. I'm glad that you guys hang out.
We're neighbors, basically. So
Yeah.
now you just need to find a park between the two of you.
Used to be Harlow and I hung out all the time because we were practically neighbors.
Yeah.
Now I never see him,
Mhm.
which is probably good.
Yeah. We were kind of sick
Yeah.
of each other. At a
I
certain
got
point.
married, and then I wasn't allowed to hang out with anybody anymore. So
Right.
Yeah, we were all very thankful for that.
I know. Same here.
life finds a way.
It does.
So, we got any emails?
No,
Okay.
I told you not to ask.
All right.
And I now present to the court example A.
I literally told you not to ask, and then
We
what
have
did you
gone
do?
off the
You went
fucking
and
rails.
Fucking asked. No, nobody writes us. Nobody cares.
Okay. Cool.
You're welcome.
That's why we could talk about Pokemon Go for like 20 minutes. Just
So
about
guess
like,
what?
How'd you get into the invite?
Guess what? If you want to show you care, write us talk at noquarters.net. Also, wear my skull at noquarters.net, as in the location of my skull, not a piece of clothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Do not adorn my cranium.
Yeah. Go check out noquarters.net. All the shit's there. Click it.
Click it.
Fucking click it. Social shit. Click it. Twitter.
Click it.
Yeah.
Click
you know
it.
what? Twitter.com/noquartersnet. There it is. There, you're following us.
Patreon.com/BMFcast.
Yeah, click that.
Give us some motherfucking money.
You'll get bonus shit like Let's Slay. Whatever.
It's true.
Fuck us up with your
Yeah,
money.
all that stuff will be there.
Fund our new video game, us drinking a lot.
No, but for real, we make our Patreon worth your purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like we put out a lot of content.
Metric ass ton. would be
Patreon.
Well,
the
yeah, it's video
technical
game
term.
content, it's movie related content, it's TV related content. It's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
There's just stuff.
It's all kinds of things.
It's better than emailing us. And you know what? If you like the show, share it with people.
That's absolutely
You don't
probably
even have to write us.
the
All you have
best
to do
thing
is
that you could
retweet
do.
us.
Share it.
When someone says, "Hey, man, I need some video game podcasts that aren't Giant Bomb," you can go, "Hey, check out these guys."
Here's one
They
that's
swear a
not.
lot, and they get angry when you don't email them at the end.
And their episodes are like 80% of the length.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah.
of Gigon
Around
Ball.
there, yeah. But we only do ours once a month.
Right. Theirs is every 7 seconds they release a 12-hour podcast.
Correct.
Yeah. As soon as you hit finish on one, there's there's the Beast Cast. Here's
Yeah.
this.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Content machines, those guys.
Well, you know,
Content
it's-
machines, we are not. We,
Oh,
Yeah,
we
no.
are.
If you're on Patreon,
well, for the regular
we are
podcast.
content
Oh, yeah.
machines.
If you're just a regular person, no,
Yeah, you're like,
we are
whatever.
not.
Yeah.
If you give us $1,
Yeah.
holy
put
shit.
Put $1 in our slot, and man, it's a fucking
Yeah.
crane machine of content.
Fucking
Triple
Duracell
cherries
batteries.
every
just,
time.
Yeah,
Anyway.
just getting beamed with D cells.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a Yankees game.
Yeah. John Rocker pitching
give you-
tonight.
We give you the D's.
I guess it's more like
There you go.
it's more like a Mets game, really. I think.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, I believe it was an Eagles game where they not only booed Santa, but they threw batteries,
batteries
at
at Santa.
players.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
We're
Living the dream.
well and truly off the rails. Let's wrap it up.
Let's. So until next time, I'm Mackie,
I'm BJ.
I'm Chuck.
I'm Harlow.
and this is No Quarters Out.
You messed it up. I was about to go. And I'm Mark the Ninja.
Oh, no.
That's why I didn't say it. And I'm Harlow.
Oh.
Sorry, I should have warned you.
We can retake that.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go.
still good.
Let's get out of here. I'm Mackie.
I'm BJ.
I'm Chuck.
I'm Harlow.
And I'm Mike the Ninja.
And this is No Quarters Out.
Thanks, Mark.
Bye.
I think he just found us a transformer.
What? No.
Motherfucking video game podcast. Yes, Brappadoo indeed.
Hey, Optimus. Hey, guys.
Guys?
No, T-Straw isn't opening my gifts either.
Yeah, he's bad about it now.
What the fuck?
Well, he probably fell off of it since he can't do laps after buying Starbucks for the 80th time in a day.
But there's plenty of Starbuckses down there, aren't there?
I know, but like that one, he had to always go to
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
Starbucks, and it's
Well, he went to that same Starbucks anyway. That's why he started playing Pokemon.
well, that's
'cause
what I
it was-
mean. You just walk outside and
Yeah.
take 3 laps around Memorial Park,
Yeah.
do some things, and you're good.
Must be nice.
Hey, everybody. On this episode of No Quarters, it's just sequels, as far as the eye can see. Nothing but fucking sequels, man. Let's get to it.
Sequels. As far as the eye can see, equal.
Yeah. As far as the eye can see, cool. Let's get to it. There you go. 2 takes.
Bonus content.
Old 2 takes.
Old 2 takes BJ.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, that was a podcast.
How about them burritos, huh?
Man,
I don't feel nearly as bad as I thought I would at this
I've
point.
recovered, but
Yeah.
I haven't stood up yet either.
Slay.
I think I've just like, I'll just fucking be disemboweled as soon as I get up.
Yep. You stand up and it's gonna be like just sausages.
Just
like you cut the end off
Yeah.
both ends of a toothpaste.
Yeah.
And you
just splorch.
just seek a blit. Major splat. Seek a blit.
And my wallet was thin. That motherfucker got fat.
Oh no, you stands it up.
Yeah,
What happened to you?
I cashed in $100 bill, and now these are all the bills that are sitting
no.
in there. It's all ones too. Going to the fucking
Strip
club.
club.
2, 3.
Paradise. Go to the strub.
Jesus
I love that I work like 2 doors down from
Paradise Gentleman's
Paradise. Yeah, and yet I've never gone in.
Oh, well,
We need you to go in.
I only have a
Tell us
half
if it
hour
smells-
for lunch, so.
You need to tell us if it still smells like onion rings.
Yeah.
What was it? A Burger King before? Was that what it was?
Yes. It was the Murder King. Is
Yes.
what it was.
Yeah.
It's not just the Burger King. It's the Burger King where there was a murder.
I mean, there's now officially been a murder at every fast food restaurant
It's
on
true.
that strip. So
That's true.
Don't remind me.
Forgot about the drive-through McDonald's murder.
Oh yeah, I was around for that.
Oh, that one across the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Bye, live stream.
Night.
You've just been looking at BJ's back for a while, anyways.
Have a nice life.
Do they